Damn, I thought I already done the damn mute button. God damn it. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. I don't know what's happened there. Convict. I feel like a convict now. My sound doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? But as I was saying, guys, before, I started this, please hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'm just laughing, man. I'm just laughing at Man United. I just can't believe what I just watched. Their players are not even committed. That's what's funny about this football club. Oh my goodness me! It's like, why am I turning up for a division League 3 team or League 2, whatever they are in? Why am I turning up for this? Why? Like, I'm too good for this. Have you watched Man United recently? Have you seen how bad Man United are? Listen, that's your level. This is where you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? So, you need to brush it up with that shit attitude, thinking like you're all that. Yeah, Man United are finished, guys, man. Come on, man. Grimsby, man. Like, what is going on? How can any Man United fan show their face after this? How? It's over. It's over.
You will rest in peace.
It's over for this football club. It's over, man. As the Undertaker says, rest in peace, man. It's not like Grimsby didn't deserve to win this game. Grimsby was a better team. You know what I mean? They had a goal disallowed that was actually a goal. Yeah, man. I told these Man United fans, I said to them, Amaron, this club is too big for him, especially if the fan base and the owners are not together. If everything doesn't come as one, it's going to be difficult for the manager to manage a team like that. And the way he's speaking after the game, he's saying, I know what players are not up for it, and I know what players are, kind of attitude. It's a bad camp to be at, guys, honest to God. Listen, I thought they laughed at us last season. You know what I mean? Fleetwood, we lost, who were in the championship, by the way. That's who we lost to last season in the FA Cup. We was laughed at. Where are Grimsby? Where is Grimsby in the league? The division, the League 2 club, guys. League 2 club. That's where they are. Grimsby are a League 2 club. And that's who they lost to. Forget about the penalty shootout. Look at the game as a whole. They were better in this team. He thinks playing free at the back in this league is going to get you rewards. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. You could get away in the Portuguese league because it's a bigger pitches. Fans are not on top of you. And you could do whatever you want over there. But in the Premier League, you're the only one that plays free at the back. Not many teams play that. It's a dangerous formation, and he still doesn't get it. I don't think any Man United fans should show their face after this game, man. It's total embarrassment. But anyway, guys, I'm here for you tonight. It's not a day. It's not early morning. I'll do probably one later, in the morning as well. But yeah, hit the likes and subscribe. Say whatever you want. I'm here to represent as always. So say whatever you want in the chat, sorry. And yeah, let's continue, man. Let's continue with the joy we're having. You know what I mean? Obviously, Marc Guehi is a big, transfer target for Liverpool. We heard a lot about it today, and I did talk about ISAK early in the morning. Is there has anything changed? I don't know yet. I don't know. All I see is what I see on Twitter about that. But Guehi is one of the ones we're obviously after, so I'm going to share that with you and see what they are saying. But I want to see Saeed first, man. I want to see my brother Saeed, man, because he's cracking me up today. Like he always does. You know what I mean? In the Liverpool game, him and Matisse were celebrating, on the phone. Yeah, and then last minute, Rio scores the goal. And, the rest is history. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Listen, I'm always having fun on here. All I want you guys is to participate on the channel, so please do that for me. So let's see Saeed what he's saying. I've got another videos, I think, on TalkSport, on TalkSport, sorry. Jermaine Pennant and Danny Murphy, they're discussing the transfers of the Liverpool. We could even look at that and, have our say on it as well. Yeah, come on, man. Let's do this, people. thank you for earlier, guys. Obviously, that video went great. I mean, I think it's 900 people watched it, so I like that. That's the target every single time if we could get there, and I appreciate you guys for helping me, man. Appreciate that. And as I always say, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, it's fine. Just hit the like button for me. And if you're watching on Twitter, I need you guys on the YouTube channel, which I stream on every day almost. So let's do this, bro. So let's look at Saeed. But actually, has he got a big another video? Let me just check, man. Let me just check. I'll get to the chat, guys, in a second. Yeah, just keep talking, man. I'll be there in a second for you. Appreciate you guys. Spontaneous stream. I've just come on and we're having fun already. We're having fun already, people. That's what it's all about. And Man United are shit, man. Man United are shit. Let's be honest there. They're shit. They're absolutely garbage, man. There's no way back from this. How can you come out of this one? Please explain that to me. Like, how? How? I found the video from my friends at Sports Galore. Please go and subscribe to them. They're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So we're going to watch the Man United reaction. I'm going to be in and out. I'm going to be here for a while anyway. So just if you're tuning in, subscribe and all that stuff and like. Yeah, there it is. There it is. I found it. Saeed crying. And Nuruddin is there as well. So it's great. It's great. What a time to be a Liverpool fan, guys. Honestly, what a time to be a Liverpool fan. Love it. Absolutely love it, man. Oh, man. I suffered when they were on top. Now they have to suffer our own. There we go. Let's watch this.
I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it, bro. Stop telling me to watch it. I don't want to watch it. We're a League Two team.
Ball in back post.
God.
Be careful.
Oh my God.
Oh, they wouldn't know.
Idiots. We're finished. We're finished. We're finished. Owen.
You're definitely finished, bro.
Manchester United is finished.
Where is the
finished.
positivity? Where is the positivity bullshit now? Where is it? We're 1-0 down against the League Two side, and guess what? They deserve it. They deserve it. They're better than us. They're better than us. We've got hundreds of millions of pounds of talent on the pitch. Look, we're running into each other. I literally, I can't, I cannot. And then, it's only a third game. Only a third game. This is shocking. Shocking.
Near post as well, Onana, by the way. Don't think I haven't seen what you fucking done. Good touch, good hit. You fucking beating the near post as well. Look at the shit keeper as well. Oh my God. Just end it all, bro. End it all, bro. I can't take this embarrassment anymore. I can't take it anymore.
The thing is, guys, yeah, how can we banter with Man United anymore? Like, someone can clarify that for me. Like, I can't banter with them anymore. They're not in our level. They will never be in our level for years. You know that. Almiron is going to be one of the managers sacked this season. Let me just put it out there. The club is too big for him. The club is not together for him to even manage this team. Everything is all over the place. He's calling out players after the game. That's how bad Man United are at the moment. He's calling out his own players after the game. He knows who's committed and he knows who's not. That's what he said. And the reporter tried to put Onana under the bus. He said it's nothing to do with the goalkeeper. It's the players that turn up for the game thinking they're too good for Grimsby. They think they're too good to play in these stadiums. That's the problem with football in the modern day. These players that play for these clubs nowadays, all the clubs, not just Man United, all the clubs, they think they're too good to play in certain stadiums. They think they're too good for Grimsby. Where's the, humble side of football? Where is the players that used to play for the badge and, think about the football club? And you can't blame just them. Why are you buying players for the price that you're buying them for? Overpriced players you're buying first of all, and then you're giving them more wages on top of that as well. when they've done nothing to earn it in the first place. It's weird. You, as a football club, should blame yourself for that as well. Why can't you go in the route of restarting from 0 to get back to 100? Imagine they did this 5-6 years ago. Where could they be now if they did it in that way? Like what Klopp did when he came to Liverpool. He rebuilt the club from, you know, from the bottom, sorry, from the bottom all the way to where we are right now. That's what Klopp did. We had the Rigis and all these useless players at the time. Balotelli still at the club, Benteke's and all this stuff. Got rid of all of them. Got rid of all of them, apart from Origi, of course. But Origi was the main striker. That's how it was. But he got rid of the Benteke's, the Balotellis, the Saka, and, you know, Saka, whatever his name is. I forgot his name now. And Skirtles and all these players that were never going to do anything at Liverpool Football Club. He got rid of all of them. Restarted. Scratch. This is what I want. This player, that player, this player, that player. Each season, building, to the point now everybody is watching Liverpool as the standard because of what he did and what Marco Edwards and all them did that in the past. So, and each time a season comes along, we're either challenging or we're nearly there. But we challenge again the next season and win it again. That's how we go. We're always coming out with a trophy. That's a big club mentality. And this is what Man United don't have anymore. You see these fans, like, they come on, you know, these YouTube channels, social media, Sky Sports and all that stuff, telling us about Man United, the glory days. I remember Liverpool, 1999. The last time we won was 1990 or something like that. The league. They said we was finished by that time. Man United's league title was 2013. How long? That's even longer. Why are we talking about them? Because by the time in 1999, they said, don't talk about Liverpool anymore. They're not a big club anymore. That's what they said. They were choosing to, you know, play in the FA Cup or, you know, World Club Cup. That's how big they were acting. Now look at them. And we're bantering with this nonsense. Come on, man. They can't speak anymore, man. They're history, man. History club. That's what we should call them. That's what they called us. History club. Man United is a history club. Past tense. They don't exist anymore. They're still keeping around the Fernandes of this world. I don't even think he should be at the club anymore. Restart your freaking football club. Then you might get somewhere. I don't even want to give you advice because you're my rival at the end of the day, but it's the sensible thing to do. Restart your football club from 0 to get back to 100. Because by the time you waste more time, it's going to be 10 years. It's going to be 20 years. It's going to be 30 years, 40 years. If you're going to keep continuing spending money on players that don't suit your club. You haven't even set up a structure for those players to even fit in it. So what's the point buying the Tesco's of this world and all those players? You don't even know what you're doing. You bought in Burma, whatever his name is, to play where? What about the young kid Adama, whatever his name is? Where are you going to put him? As a wing back? Isn't he an attacking player? Oh, man. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess, man. And we're bantering with these guys every time. It really pisses me off. They're irrelevant to me. They don't exist to me. They're nothing to me. I don't give a damn about them. I've moved past that. I'm challenging for the Premier League. I'm a champion. That's what I am. There you go, right there. We're champions, man. 2025. Defending champions. Could be 2-time champions. That's what we could be. And a Champions League as well. Could be on 21 and we could be on 7. The second greatest club in the European football after Real Madrid. Joint second, obviously, with AC Milan. But we could be, you know, the greatest team in English football again. We've been there before. We could get back that crown on our own. We'll be spaced out, running away from everybody. Let's listen to these guys, man.
Can't take it anymore.
He's not having a good game. I love Ahmad, but he's not. Grimsby, 1-0. Hell, I can't believe it. Vernon. Well, we're vermin. Absolutely horrible. It's a lovely finish, but that's all from bloody Ahmad. He's having a shit game. Grimsby Town are beating Manchester United 1-0 in the Carabao Cup. And I don't know, I think they're called the Mariners. Well, you know what I'm going to say? Man United side's all at sea, and they're floating around in a dinghy, and a shark has just bit them in two. Because I tell you what, this was legless defending. Look at that. Ahmad tackles Agate.
That's it.
Cross to
Ahmad.
the back
No,
post.
Ahmad.
Where's the low?
And stuff, and you know, I think oh my god,
Say you've got to be taking the piss, mate. Ferdham has put the fucking ball in the back of the fucking net. Manchester United are losing 1-0 to Grimsby. Down.
He's spitting on his bloody beard. Oh, disgusting.
Seamus kick. What the f***'s happening here?
He's spitting on his beard.
Unbelievable, my friends. We're losing to Grimsby. What the f***? Grimsby Town getting done up by a bunch of fishmongers, treating us like a couple of halibuts right now. What's going on, mate?
He's been abused, man. Look at that cheek, man. Oh, damn. The guy's spitting on his beard, and plus he's got a bruise on his cheek. It's tough being a Man United fan, but come on, keep it going, man. Keep it going. No treadmill. Oh, man.
That's a good ball.
Lord of mercy.
Great. All right, brother. Near post. 1-0 Grimsby, you know. 1-0 Grimsby. How are we getting beat near post there? Horrible defending as well. Horrible defending, bro. Get this manager out of here, mate. Get this manager out of here. Defending's horrible. And, bro, I've said it a million times, yeah. You see this Man United team, yeah? As soon as we lose the ball, any part of the pitch, 2 passes, you can carve this team open. 2 passes. That's all it takes. Look at that. We've lost the ball.
Oh, Ahmad, man. Bro, Ahmad, man.
There it is.
Ahmad, bro. Ahmad, man. Ahmad, bro. What are you doing, Ahmad, man? What's Ahmad doing, man?
No, he's under it out, mate. Oh, the free in. What a goal! What a strike!
What are you laughing for, man? What the f*** are you laughing for, man? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing, bro? Man, get out of here, man. Why are you laughing? Get the heck out of here, man. What the f*** are you for? Get the fuck out of here, man. What the f*** are you doing, man?
Absolute joke.
Come on, Flex.
All in.
Flex.
Oh, no. Fucking get up. No. I'm done.
Get Andre Onana out this club. Get Ruben Amorim out this club. This is an absolute disgrace. This is 2-0 in 30 minutes. Our goalkeeper again has fumbled it. We've been playing 5 defenders against a League 2 side. Get rid of them all. Onana, Amorim, everyone done. It is over. No talks.
Oh, shit. I don't know why I've done this. Sorry about that. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, man, that killed me. Absolutely killed me.
2 side. Get rid of them all. Onana, Amorim, everyone done. It is over. No toxic positivity. No, it's 3rd game of the season. This is League 2 and we're being outplayed. Look at the shambles. It's embarrassing. And we could be 3-0 down. Absolute disgrace. I'm sick of people telling me to wait.
You know what, guys? I'm glad this happened in the YouTube era. If you know what I mean, like when everybody watches it like this. So we could get our revenge. Because if you look at the 90s when Liverpool were really bad, and the noughties, of course, there wasn't things like this, if you know what I mean. So it's good to see like these things are happening when, you know, the social media is happening. And yeah, man, long may it continue. Long may it continue, man. You know, when your club is rotten to the core, it's impossible to come out of that. Yeah, come on, I've had that experience, so I know how it works. No matter what you do, no matter who you sign, no matter what manager you bring in, it's difficult. It's difficult, man. And this is what Man United are facing. And it's going to be a long time, man. It's going to be a long time. This manager, I don't think he's going to be last in the season. The way he talked about, like I said earlier, after the game, just clearly shows he regrets joining that football club. He didn't know what he was stepping into. Now he does. The job is too big, man. The job is too big. It's too toxic. Oh, it's awful. Absolutely awful.
You win some, you lose some. We're fucking turds.
Look at the state of him.
I can't speak. This is a living nightmare. You've got to say that this guy in goal, somebody buy him a trampoline because he's got no bounce. He's got concrete in his bloody boots. He's coming for a cross like he's bloody Superman, but he ain't got a cape. He's awful. I tell you what, that is on Amrim. This class.
Listen, man. Listen, I'm RC3. You know, goalkeepers, we ain't good at goalkeeping. If you're buying us, you're taking a risk. And that Onana, oh Lord of us. The only thing good about him today was the penalty, probably you could say. Other than that, man, that goalkeeper is absolutely horrendous, man. Learn from this, you know. We used to have JB James in goal, you know what I mean, after Brucey. So if you haven't got the right goalkeeper in goal, that's another thing that's gonna, you know, disrupt your football club as well. You need to sort out the spine in it. You need a proper goalkeeper, a big physical specimen. Not goalkeepers like that. Nah, that's not gonna win you anything. You look at Alisson. When we got Alisson, we got Van Dijk. Obviously, the spine of the team. I'm talking about Fabinho, and you know Wijnaldum and Henderson, and then you got Salah, Mane, Firmino. And you know that was just a perfect balance in the team, and this is what they don't have. You put the likes of Onana in goal, you're not going to get anything out of that. You're just going to get mistakes on a consistent basis, and that's what's happened to them. They're still keeping him in goal. That's what I don't understand. You know, like it should take you at least a season to find out how good your goalkeeper is, but he's still here. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? 2 managers, he's still here in goal for Man United. Oh, man. I just don't understand anymore, man. I really don't, man. But listen, we've been through it. We've been through things like that. We had some dodgy goalkeepers, man. Absolutely dodgy goalkeepers. But as I said, when you get the big boys, you know what I mean? You spend the big bucks getting the best goalkeeper. You don't look back, man. You don't look back. Ever since we got Alisson, we never looked at any other goalkeeper because we've got the perfect goalkeeper in goal for us. You know what I mean? Everything he does as a goalkeeper, you know, in goal, the presence he has, and not only the presence, it's the person he is as well. He's a hard-working player who, you know, influences the players around him. You know, look at Kelleher. Kelleher, when he first came to the team, slim boy, couldn't really grab any balls out of the air. He was getting pushed around. Practicing with Alisson made him one of the best goalkeepers, you know, in the league. So now he's at Brentford. So it does help, you know what I mean? Like I said about Van Dijk the other day, Van Dijk can play with anybody alongside him, and he'll still make them look good. Lovren, Matip, Kwanzaa, you know, Konate, Gomez, you know, the list goes on. Whenever they play next to Van Dijk, he makes them look good. That's why you need players like this at your football club. We used to have, you know, the defenders like Skirtles, Sako, you know, all those rubbish, Kariakos. You know, you can't win things with these type of defenders, man. You need a solid, you know, defender. As soon as Van Dijk walked through that door, you could see the difference, man. You could see the difference. Alisson, Van Dijk, they brought a whole, you know, change to Liverpool's football club. And we haven't looked back since. And then you look at the formation right there on the screen for Man United, like 3 at the back. What are you doing, man? You're asking for problems already. The reason I say that, guys, that, you know, when you play 3 at the back, look at the wings, yeah? So when you look at the fullback, just say Dela or whatever his name is, at the right back, number 2 there. All the other team has to do is double up on you. The left back and the left winger. They attack you. That means the centre back on the right-hand side, number 33, has to come out of position. So when he comes out of position, there's a big space in the middle for the strikers and the midfield to run into. And they score the goals. 2 goals. There you go. So, you know, this formation, it's a kryptonite for me. I don't mind it if it's at the end of the game we have to defend for our lives. You know what I mean? Push the fullbacks back, 3 at the back, you know, shut up shop. I don't mind that, you know what I mean, at the end of the game. But during the game, it's a struggle, guys, man. It's just all over the place. And then like when you look at the fullbacks, you look at the midfield, they're all attackers. They're all attackers. So the defensive mindset ain't all there. It's a mess, man. It's an absolute mess. But long may it continue. Listen, this guy ain't gonna change anything. From what I've seen, and this is how he's going to be sailing to the sunset of, you know, Portugal eventually. Oh,
never should have been picked. He's f***ing rubbish. He's absolutely rubbish.
He can deep fry his finger, then he might actually be worth something. Short corner now. Short corner for Grimsby. Ball to the back post. Andre, come and claim it, you mug! Oh my God, no! It's Andre Onana again with a calamitous fucking opposite mermaid moment. The man with the top half of a fish and the bottom half of a human being has flustered and flapped and completely crumbled all over again, mate. And he's given another goal away to Grimsby Town. Andre Onana, you absolute clown. You motor. And you know who else is a fucking motor? Ruben scammer him! No, Ruben fucking scammer him for selecting this flubber-headed moat in the team anyway!
That's a great... What's Onana doing? Hey, brother, you're kidding me, you know. Yo. What is Onana doing?
Oh, man, United fans. Big up Clark Kent, bro. Big up. Let me just read the comments before I go on. Simicaz wants Robert. Let him go, innit? Let him go. It looks like Robertson's staying. In other news, Man United. I know, bro. That is funny. Let's laugh at Man United. We all are, bro. We all are, man. I'm enjoying it here. Trudon, what's going on, bro? United. Johnson in goal. They were never gonna win. Yeah, bro. Listen, even that penalty shootouts, I know they're gonna, you know, struggles with that. Popped into like Fozi off to get some sleep. No worries, my guy. The king is in the house, my guy. Well done. Thank you, mate. Thank you for the like, man. Big up, of course, John Conway as always, my guy. What you saying? What day do you think ISAK gets done? I think it might go down to the deadline day. I don't think it's the deadline day. It's got to be by Friday, guys. We had like I've asked. I was on Quasi's channel earlier. It was me, Irishman, Quasi, Nalante, and K-Mac. We discussed that. I just asked them a simple question: what's the last day of this, you know, ISAK saga? They all agreed is on Friday. We need a couple of days in between to even decide if that doesn't come off, what to do next. If you know what I mean. So we can't do it in the deadline day. That's just madness, to be fair, but it's madness. I know, Sean. Big up, my bro. What's going on, bad bro? Big up. What's up, Fozi? Let all of us laugh at Man United and that bumps Tesco. Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm gonna be laughing at him. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Sean, man. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much. Things are a bit grim for United. Yeah, they are. It doesn't look like they're going to come back from that either. So there you go, bro. I'm enjoying it, man. Enjoying it.
Bro, this is crazy. 2-0. Get this guy out of here, man. Get this guy out of here, bro. This is absolute. This is a shambles, bro. Hey, bro, sack this guy tonight, bro. Sack this guy tonight, bro. Sack this guy tonight. How am I so calm? Because, bro, like, he's got to go. He's got to go. Like, what am I going to do? Man ain't going to scream and shout. He's got to go. Sack this guy tonight.
Took a shot corner. Oh, another. Oh, let's go! Oh, my God! Unana. I told you, Unana is angry now.
Unana.
I've had enough. I'm done. Well, I'm done. I'm done.
We're calling it quits, man. We're calling it quits. Yo, guys, I'm done, man. I can't do this.
Oh.
I can't do this, bro. Unana comes. I can't do this, bro. Unana comes in no man's land. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it, bro. Stop telling me to watch it. I don't want to watch it. Will I please, man, Nuruddin? Please, stop testing my patience, bro. I don't want to watch it. I'm done, man. I'm done.
You know, this is like a real, what do you call it? A real, hurting from, it's not a fake thing, man. Don't ever take it like it's a show. He loves the club that much, guys. I mean, he's got a season ticket. He actually suffers with this football club. So it's not all an act. I'm not saying that because we're from the same country. I'm not saying things like that, but I know him. So it's real emotions, man. Let me just put it that way. He's hurting pretty badly. And I don't think it's going to get any better anytime soon. And I think he offered his season ticket to anybody that wants it. So you might need to get in contact with him if you want to go and watch Man United. Yeah, season ticket giveaway. Yeah.
Done. At this
100%.
point.
But there's one.
Oh, Brian and Bruno
There's
scored.
one. There's one.
Well, look, they said it on commentary, yeah? When that goal was just disallowed, when it probably shouldn't have been disallowed, that might come back and be a thing where they go, you've screwed us over there.
Here's Mbumo. What a goal! What a goal! What a goal! Mbumo, that's what we bought him for.
Yes.
That's the Brentford player. That's brilliant.
Come
Well
on.
done. Pure individualism. What a goal by Mbumo. Picks it up on the right-hand side, runs at the defender, and then uses him to guide it into the bottom corner. There's no goalkeeper going to play that. Look,
We don't have a number one. They're all trying. And Bremo! Yes! Get the fuck there, Brian! Shows a bit of fucking quality! Yes, mate, his first goal for United, it's a perler! Get in there, Brian and Bremo, come on!
It's a good goal from Mbumo. Very good finish.
Oh, great reaction, man.
Very, very good finish. Very, very good finish. And that's what man's saying, bro. That inside right channel here, that's where Mbumo needs to be, blood.
Yeah, I told you, Flex. I told you. I told you we would. I told you we would.
Oh, a minute ago you were saying
I told you we'd shit house and we're on to penalties, my friend. I told you.
There we go. I told you he's back, guys. I told you he's back.
goal! Yes! Get in! Maguire! Get in! Justice! No, it's not justice. No, it's not justice. I mean, I don't want to say justice. I just want to say get in. Get in. Come on. 2 minutes to go.
Some Prem proven. Corner in again for United then. Yes! Slappy Maguire. Grimsby defence is terrified. Oh, Slappy Maguire. Grimsby's defence is terrified. Yes, Slappy Maguire. Grimsby's defence is terrified. Oh, Slappy Maguire. Oh, more and more. People just want more and more Slappies and goal.
Happens all the time, bro. Happens all the time, bro. How many times have we been here? How many times have we been here? Sack this guy right now. Sack this guy right now. How many times you been here, bruv? Brother, we watched enough football. This was always going to happen. Players get him out of a hole again, bro. Sack this guy.
Yes. 2-2. There we go.
Saeed's come back from the dead.
Yo, man.
Saeed's come back from the dead.
I love this, man. I really do.
Ever. Where's Mbumo gonna go?
They
He's gonna
look
put us out of misery.
exhausted, man. Freak it out. Get some.
Oh,
sleep.
he missed.
He's missed. Thank fuck for that. Grimsby, you deserve it.
El Anana now. And Burmo steps up. It's over. It's just over. Look, oh, he's missed it. Yeah, and Vermo's missed it. Fucking sell Onana now. Absolute dickhead. Never let Onana play for United again.
Emo steps up then. Can he make it 12-12? Oh, no! Fucking hell, he's hit the bar! We're out the fucking cup! Oh, my God! We've lost the fucking Grimsby in the League Cup, guys! Brian and Primo's hit the fucking crossbar! And Manchester...
Oh, shit, man.
We're on the fucking League Cup, mate! It's a fucking debacle, mate! You fucking bastard! Fucking hell!
Come on, Brian. Brother, we can't rely on Onana, man. This is shit, bro. Oh my God, he's missed. You see that? Bro, hey, bro. Oh my days, bro. Can't rely on Onana, that cool, bruv. Hey, bro, I'm tired, bro.
One of them, he's gonna get one. This guy, he's more of a getting one.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God, there we go. Jimberno missed. We're out. There you go. Right, people. Super chats.
Super chats. He's telling him get out. Oh, that was fun. Man, I love that. I really, really love that. Yeah, so let's get back to business. Obviously, Liverpool Football Club. So Fabrizio Romano is still talking about ISAK. I think about 4 hours ago, he said, can Liverpool still get ISAK and Cape to Arsenal? And Romano's surprised to close transfer window. So yeah, let's see what he's saying about, obviously, ISAK. And then we move on to GUEHI. There you go, people. Let's see what they're saying.
Still hoping. Liverpool are still thinking about it, waiting for a green light. And so my feeling is that this deal is still alive, but depends on Newcastle.
Transfer window shuts in 5 days' time. I know. I don't know what we're going to talk about once that happens, and all we got left to discuss is the football. But let's live for today, people. And my guest today is to transfer windows what Shakespeare was to playwriting, Picasso to painting, or Scott McTominay to dominating Italian football. It's a joy to welcome, to tell you everything you need to know to savor every last second of that window. Made of transfers, the man who gave us, here we go, the sweetest 3 words known to humanity since I love you. Star of the Here We Go podcast, TikTok and YouTube, on this very Men in Blazers platform, live from Milano. Benvenuto, Mr. Fabrizio Romano.
Hello, Rog, my friend. How are you? Ready for it? It's going to be crazy, huh?
It is crazy, man.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Tyler Dibbling, how? I'll tell you. But Fabrizio, Premier League summer window, it's already broken world record spends. Before we dive in, what time do you wake up? What time do you go to bed? How much sleep are you getting a day?
Not a good question for my health, but the answer is around 3-4 hours in this week. This week is around 4 hours. I go to sleep around 5 and I wake up around 9.
Good Lord. And between the hours of midnight and 5, you're just like, what? Just down in Red Bulls trying to work out the future?
No, you want a secret? I play some, sometimes a Football Manager or this or that, just to disconnect a bit. Yeah, I'm serious.
Oh, he's like an Italian Will Still. That's the honesty. Here we go. That is dedication, people. Let's start with Liverpool Football Club, those mentality monsters. What a window. Defending champions, undergoing an extreme makeover. There's rumours of a Simicast exit. Dude always looked like Darwin's stunt double to me. Surplus to requirements now then. But let's talk about Alexander Isak, that prisoner of conscience, but like a Swedish anti-Dufresne. We've all read the Instagram posts. The standoff feels a little bit like a lose-lose in so many ways. But now the two teams have played each other. No bad blood there then. Do you expect this deal to pick up pace before the window trademark slams shut? What are the options? Could the Saudi Arabian owners decide to put the player in his place and just let him rot? Or knowing what you know, how much of a record fee will it take? Is there a chance at the end of it all, Isak could still be wearing a Newcastle shirt come September the 2nd?
There is a chance, yes, because at the moment there is still nothing agreed or closed between clubs. But let me tell you that despite the efforts from Newcastle owners and the most important people in Newcastle board and management, I'm told that in the last 24 hours, before and after the game, Alexander Isak told again in their face that he wants to go to Liverpool. His desire is to go to Liverpool. So at the moment, Liverpool.
So no more, I'm exploring my options. Remember that's how it started. Now he's saying he wants to join Liverpool Football Club. And that is great. I love that. You know what I'm saying, people? He's against the authority, which is Newcastle United. So that's good. That's a good start, man. Now I know the player is definitely, you know, on his way to Liverpool, and he wants Liverpool. That's all I wanted to hear. You know, at the beginning we heard, I'm exploring my options. Now I want Liverpool Football Club. Great start there. Let's continue.
Are just waiting. Liverpool will not bid unless they have encouragement directly from Newcastle. So this one depends completely on Newcastle. But Liverpool are still hoping. Liverpool are still thinking about it, waiting for a green light. And so my feeling is that this deal is still alive, but depends on Newcastle.
Who did Newcastle get to score the goals? Particularly now they've got Anthony Gordon out suspended, Tonali injured. Is Brentford's own want away Johan Wieser going to be a Toon hero?
Yeah, he's one of the names for sure. They have an agreement with him and they're trying to reach an agreement with Brentford. It's been a tough negotiation for weeks, but he's still alive. Also in this case, the Saudi clubs also called Wieser in the recent days, but he wants to go to Newcastle. He wants to play Champions League football. And so I think this deal has still good chances to happen. And then don't forget about Strand Larsen, because the Wolves striker also has a bid from Newcastle. The first bid was rejected by Wolves, £50 million, but Newcastle will be back to the table very soon.
Liverpool scoring all the goals, but also in desperate need for cover at the other end in the back line to smother the chaos. Will Mark GUEHI be a red, or there are other defensive targets who could be brought in to kind of verge it up?
Look, Liverpool have an agreement with MARC. So the player is ready to go to Liverpool, wants to go to Liverpool. Now it's Crystal Palace who have to decide, because Liverpool informed Palace that they are prepared to pay more than £30 million to get the player immediately before the end of the window. Now Steve Parish, Palace chairman, has to decide whether he wants to get the money now or lose the player on a free in 2026, but enjoying his captain for this season. So this completely depends on Palace. Liverpool are waiting also in this case, but my feeling is that this deal could be reactivated before the end of the window, because Liverpool really want to sign him.
If not GUEHI, then who?
Look, I'm not sure they want someone else. In that case, they have Giovanni Leoni from Parma. He's a big talent. We will have the chance to talk about him in the next episodes after the market, but this is a big talent. So they're very happy with him. They also have Joe Gomez. So I think it's GUEHI now or GUEHI next summer.
Or Michael Keane.
Listen, GUEHI is a difficult one, guys. Like, if we don't get him now and they think we're going to go for him next summer, we're in trouble in that one, if you know what I mean. GUEHI is here and now. We have to get him now. If we want to win the Premier League and the Champions League, he has to come through the door this season. If we wait for him in the summer when he becomes a free agent, that means everybody's going to go for him, and it will be difficult. If we don't win the league, it will be difficult. So we still haven't found a replacement for Matip. Kwanzaa left. We're relying on two injury-prone players, which is Gomez and Konate. And then the young kid that just came through the door, Leoni, who hasn't got no experience in the Premier League. And then we're going to get Van Dijk to play all the games again at age of 34. We're going to kill the guy. That can't happen. We have to be serious here, guys. These players have to come through the door in the next couple of days. As I said, Friday should be the deadline for both. If we don't get them, we'll look elsewhere in the next couple of days that's, you know, still available. We have to be serious here, guys. We've had the best transfer window in the beginning. Now it's becoming a joke. You know what I mean? What the heck is going on? Why aren't we improving the squad? We've got rid of a lot of players. Where is the strength and depth in this team? You know what I mean? Like last season, what was the issue? The depth of the squad. The players looked tired. Gravenberch couldn't turn anymore. McAllister couldn't run anymore. Soboslai is on his final legs. I mean, Salah was the only one that's performing, and Van Dijk. Come on, man. Like, we've got to be serious here. We've got to be serious here. Like, start getting these players through the door. Arsenal, whenever they go for a player, they get the player. Why is it always Liverpool that has difficulties in getting their players? That's what I don't understand. Arsenal's not champions. We are. But we're struggling. What's going on? Crazy.
He already lives there. I'll drive him over. It makes sense if the numbers are right. Before we go any further, we have to mention the biggest here we go of the summer, because the Men in Blazers Media Network is absolutely thrilled to announce our partnership with Verizon, a collaboration dedicated to bringing you and your passion ever closer to the beautiful game that we adore throughout the journey to the 2026 World Cup. Verizon will be your ultimate connection to all things football. Verizon is an official sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026. We're teaming up with them to craft unparalleled, exclusive, and truly once-in-a-lifetime experiences for Verizon customers everywhere. Stay tuned for more from Verizon on the road to the 2026 World Cup. But let's get back to the football, and actually back to Arsenal Football Club, because their fans are dreamers of dreams. And for all the players in, it's been a simmering yearning all summer for the true stardust of semi-disgruntled Real Madrid star Rodrigo. Lots of speculation about his future. Yes, he got the start this weekend on the left wing against Oviedo, but he was so visibly angry about being substituted in the 63rd minute. And though Xabi Alonso went out of his way to praise him, is there any smoke we can turn into Arsenal fire, Fab? Are you telling me there's a chance?
No, I think no, to be honest. And I think this story has been more powerful in the media than it was in reality between Arsenal and Rodrigo, because the focus was always on Eberechi Eze, let me say. Yeah? Arsenal always saw Eberechi Eze as the priority in that position. Then it accelerated because of the Kai Havertz injury, of course, but with Rodrigo was never something really concrete. For Rodrigo, the team that really wanted to sign Rodrigo and keep thinking about Rodrigo is Manchester City. Is Pep Guardiola in love with Rodrigo? So if there is 1% chance for Rodrigo to go before the end of the window, is for Man City, from what I'm told, not for Arsenal.
You mentioned beautiful, soulful Eberechi Eze. So one quick piece of transfer news I would love you to clear up. Really the romance of Eb's return home to Arsenal. We're always told transfers take longer than we believe they do, the groundwork that has to be laid. But before Kai Havertz was injured last Tuesday, was Arsenal going to go as hard to land Ebbs? How much time was there between...
It's bullshit. You know, the reason to go Eze is because of injury to Kai Havertz. It's facts. I mean, as soon as that happened, they went for Eze and got him. So if they're gonna say to you like they wanted Eze from the beginning, so why didn't you buy him from the beginning? it's a joke, that one. Now all this romance about it and all that bullshit. Come on, man. I don't believe that. Hell no. But yeah, they've talked about obviously ISAK and GUEHI. As I said, Friday to me should be the deadline for those two transfers. If we don't get them through the door, then we've got a big problem, in my opinion. Let me share with you Danny Murphy, and listen, I'm here for a while. You know what I mean? I'm on a night shift on StreamYard, of course, on my YouTube channel. So why not, man? Let's listen to ex-players who, you know, back the club, unlike someone we know that works for Sky Sports, who all of a sudden starts speaking good about Liverpool. Strange, that. Strange.
This show is brought to you by our partners, TalkSport Bet. New customers get him.
There's a domino effect.
Get him. .com/inside Liverpool to claim this offer now. Do we get him?
There's a domino effect going to happen. If I was Liverpool right now, my priority would be getting GUEHI done.
In his peak years, right now, thinking, I've got a chance to go and play for Liverpool, champions of England. I've got to do this.
He's been put in a position where he feels this is the only way to get out. So to do it for Liverpool at 16, and he's wrapped it in.
Doing it in a Premier League game, doing it in the last minute at St. James's Park.
Because it's his debut. Rarely do you hear people speak about a young lad like this.
Yeah, they're talking about Rio. But yeah, they're going to discuss everything, transfers and all that stuff. This is about, 48 minutes. Let's go through it, man. I'm free, baby. What's going on, Anfield? What are you saying? Big up, Fozi. This might be the greatest day as a Liverpool fan. Hope Aaron stays as long as Ferguson did. We all hope him, bro. The guy's clueless, my friend. He called out his own players on live TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy. Crazy at Old Trafford, OT. You know what I mean, bro? Crazy. What are you saying, Mr. Sean? I am mortified for those United fans, although that guy on the treadmill is cool as a cucumber. Strange, isn't it? I think he's getting ready for boxing from what I've heard of him before. So yeah, I think he's got a boxing match coming very, very soon. Crazy. Yeah. You guys are talking to each other. Great, man. Please hit the likes and subscribe and all that good stuff. We'll continue with this. I ain't going anywhere. I'm here to represent like Stone Cold Steve Austin. So give me a hell yeah, man.
Give me a hell yeah. I said, give me a hell yeah.
There you go. I'll give you a bit of a Stone Cold. Big up, Edward, mate. Big up, my guys. Summer holidays, innit? Got to take holidays too. Big up, Fozi. I like the work rate. Oh, thank you, man. Why not, man? It's not always about mornings or afternoons. Why can't I come in the evenings as well when I'm, free as a bird?
Ultimately, if you win games playing badly, it's a good start. Being at Anfield always gives Liverpool the edge, for me, I think, in any game.
Agreed.
At this stage of the season, I would take, as a Liverpool fan, another bang average performance and a lucky last minute win.
Oh, I'll take that all day long. I'll take that for the rest of the season.
I love this Liverpool, Talk Sport channel. It's quite good. It's very nice on YouTube. Ravi said, question, why do we need to play Szoboszlai at right back when Bradley is there and people forget he busts up Real Madrid? We know that, bro. We know that. I think they're not fully fit from what I've heard, Gomez and Bradley. So Szoboszlai as an athlete, can play all across the pitch. So it's fine. It's fine. He done well, to be fair. So he didn't let us down as a right back. Obviously, Bradley had an injury issue. Of course, he's got growth issue. So he can't play all the time. And you got to give him a certain amount of minutes to come on as a sub and try to come back, with the momentum of playing regularly. So yeah. Just listen. We've won. I know what you mean. We didn't buy Szoboszlai to be a right back. I said that as well. But sometimes, some players have to step up, and Szoboszlai has stepped up, and he showed you guys what quality he has, and we have to show him respect. I don't think enough people show Szoboszlai respect. I said he's the most talented player that we've got in that midfield. People laughed at me about it, but now they're slowly seeing it. And as I said, don't put pressure on that guy because he does more than most for the football club to win matches, man. He's the Bobby Firmino of the midfield now. We had Bobby Firmino as the striker. Now we've got someone similar, obviously, in midfield that can cover up in all those positions. Imagine Szoboszlai starts shooting from long range. Imagine Szoboszlai creating goals, taking set pieces and scoring from them and all that stuff. When everything comes together, this guy can become the most complete player. And he's only 24, guys, so he's got a long way. I love it. Listen, that's a sign of a leader, what he did against Newcastle. So I love it. Man. I don't need Szoboszlai at right back, then taking Bradley's spot. No, he's not. It's just because the players are injured, isn't it? If Frimpong was fit, or if Bradley was fit, if Gomez was fit, they would have played. Let me just put it that way. I like Szoboszlai, but I need him cooking in midfield. He will, bro. He will. Just have that belief in him. That's all he needs.
Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Inside Liverpool, where we dive deep into all things Liverpool. And I think it's fair to say it's been a busy start to the season, a good start to the season for Liverpool Football Club. 2 games, 2 wins, 11 goals, plenty of drama. But the most important thing is it's 6 points from 6 and a good start to the season. I'm your host, Sam Mellard, alongside me. 2 of TalkSport's finest, 2 people that have played for Liverpool Football Club. Danny Murphy, who won 5 major trophies with Liverpool, and Jermaine Pennant as well, a man that played in a Champions League final with Liverpool. How are we doing, guys?
Good.
Thank you. Better for that last minute win. That's
Yeah, let's just get straight to it, Danny. 16 years of age, 2-2, off the bench, called in from James's Park, Ria in Gamoa. It was some finish, wasn't it?
Well, I can only relate it to my experiences, and Jermaine will obviously know better than I, playing at a big club at a younger age. But I got in the first team at 16, but it was in the old so be League 2 now. And I did all right, don't get me wrong, scored a couple of goals, but even then that pressure felt big. So to do it for Liverpool at 16, I've heard good things about him. I've seen the snippets pre-season. I've got friends at the club who told me about him. You can see the obvious talent, but still to come on the pitch and have that chance come so quickly. Normally you want a few touches just to settle in, and he's wrapped it in. He hasn't gone safe with it or leant back, or he's just wrapped it in. And the confidence to do that tells you everything about him. And it was certainly one of the pluses of the evening, probably with Virgil's performance. Thought that was a plus. Other than those two things, there wasn't too much to be overly pleased about other than the result. And, you know, we always say, don't we, if you don't play particularly well and you still win games, it doesn't half stand you in good stead.
Exactly.
I mean, you'd have obviously you're a winger, Jermaine, but you'd have found yourself in that position quite a lot. I mean, I guess a lot of people in that position, especially a kid, you know, coming off the bench in a Cauldron James's Park, probably maybe would have taken the touch in that position. But as Danny says, almost the composure, the confidence to take it first time sort of shows, you know, he's got, you know, wise head on young shoulders.
Absolutely. And we've seen, like Danny said, snippets in pre-season. We've seen his goal that he scored at Anfield coming in off the left and his right foot bending in the corner. So he's confident in his ability.
Yeah.
You know, he works on this in training. And that's what we say, practice makes perfect. But doing it in a Premier League game, doing it in the last minute at St. James's Park for Liverpool, that is different pressure. You know, like I said, most probably established strikers, wingers probably took a touch and then slide it in. Yeah. But for him to do it first time and to have the technique, composure and keep it down and bend it in, it's something to be excited about.
How old were you when you scored your first goal in the Premier League? Do you remember it?
I think I was 21.
Okay, still not bad. I mean,
I was 20 or 21, and it was an hat-trick. My first debut.
Well, if you're gonna score your first goal,
I thought you were younger. You looked younger.
Yeah, I was.
Baby face.
Yeah, I was 20, but I think my first appearance for Arsenal was 16. I think I was a few days off my 17th, well, a couple of months off my 17th birthday, and it was a Coca-Cola Cup back then, I think it was called, and it was against Middlesbrough.
You're going to have to tell our listeners what that was, Jermaine.
It's the equivalent of
that was the League Cup, yeah. The old League Cup, yeah.
Do you know what? Funnily enough, I going off a bit, but my debut for Liverpool came off the bench at Wimbledon opening day of the season. I think I was 20. And I got put through one-on-one and it was bouncing. And I didn't want to overhit it. And you know, I'm talking about the confidence or lack of belief in yourself. And I underhit it. Yeah. And the keeper saved it. And I still, honestly, it still stays with me that. Whereas if you'd have given me that chance 2 years later, 9 out of 10, I score it.
Yeah.
But the confidence of any young player, and when a ball comes in sometimes, it's if you're playing well and you've scored a few, we'd have finished the same way.
These things don't matter.
To do it without, because it's his debut. Maybe it's instinct. Some people say it's instinct, but it's confidence. So it was brilliant for him, and I think we're going to see more of him.
But not only that, he's been on the pitch 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yep.
So he's not up to speed. He's not had a few touches. Well, he had a few touches, but to really get embedded in the game. And as that ball's coming across, you've also got to watch the bobble as well, if it's going to bounce or not. So there's a lot of it. People think easy, side foot, but there's a lot of that you need to think about because it can easily come off your ankle, balloon over.
Yeah. Lean back slightly.
Fundamentals into it.
Do you remember when at 20, first day of the season, you're on the bench? Do you remember that moment where the gaffer turned around and went, on you go, Danny?
Just buzzing. It's just an amazing feeling. I mean, he's not a Liverpool fan, I don't think, is he? So...
Yeah, unfortunately, Rio is a Man United fan, so... And the last time we had a youth player from a different club, Queen's Park Rangers, to Liverpool, was Raheem Sterling. And who did Raheem Sterling support? Man United. Similarities there. I just hope this kid doesn't do us dirty like that. Let me just put it that way. Doesn't seem like Raheem Sterling in a way. But yeah, this kid's brilliant. I just want him to develop as a player. I don't want to push him like Kobe Mino or someone like that. And, you know, making the England team, and it's just too soon for all that stuff. Let's gradually build him, and then he will turn into a first-team player eventually. Because if we push him too quickly, all that can disappear. I remember Jermaine Pennant, actually, when he came through, it wasn't through the Arsenal youth system. They bought him from someone. They pushed him too quick, I think, at Arsenal, and then just lost his way. And that's what I don't want for Rio. I think... he's at the right club that can make you, you know, keep your feet on the ground and develop you as a player. If he wants to be one of the best, he's got to stay at Liverpool in the long term, innit? Don't want to be lost like Raheem Sterling. We don't even know where he is. He's still at Chelsea, I think, but Look how that turned. Obviously, he's won a Premier League here and there, but he hasn't prolonged his career. You know what I mean? That's the saddest thing about Raheem Sterling. If he stayed at Liverpool, maybe he would have improved a lot of stuff, like with his finishing, first touch, dribbling at the right times, passing the ball at the right time. I think that's what his game missed. And he didn't learn. He didn't really learn, because as soon as he went to City, they bought him for a lot of money. And he just went straight in the first team. And they told him, you know, go and play. Missing in the goal line majority of the times, making wrong decisions, going to Chelsea, didn't do nothing. They went to Arsenal last season, majority of the time on the bench. You don't want your career to be like that, man. Obviously, he's won the Premier League a few times. That's great. But what about the Champions League and everything else? International football on top of that as well.
I might be wrong with that, but I don't think he is.
They came from Chelsea,
London boy,
didn't
isn't
he?
he? He'd been there since 8, I think. So for me, maybe there was a bit more special. But the excitement for any young player to be involved with the first team. You know, we're seeing it, the lad at Arsenal, Max Dowman, another one. We've seen it with Rooney and Owen in the past, so many names. But yeah, the way, as I say, I've got some friends at the club, and rarely do you hear people speak about a young lad like this.
Yeah.
And we've seen the snippets. So it's probably why Liverpool haven't gone in to replace Diaz, maybe. Because I think Diaz is a great player. And I know Gakpo's there. Ekitike might be able to play there if ISAK comes in. But I think one of the reasons Liverpool haven't gone, we definitely need a left winger to replace Diaz because of this kid.
Fingers crossed we see more of him. So that goal, by the way, every single player in the Liverpool team touched the ball apart from one person. And do you know who that was? Szoboszlai, who probably played the most important role out of everyone apart from Ungamoa. I mean, that dummy. We talk about the finish being brilliant, rightly so.
Yeah, but the dummy, so just don't take this condescending, but to educate you on the dummy, there's nothing else he could do. He couldn't shoot.
He could have, if he wanted to be greedy, he could have took a touch and
he's
from
going,
a tight
he's going
angle
towards the ball.
Yeah.
With a man beside him.
With a man beside him. You leave that even if you don't know someone's there.
Yeah.
You've got to
He's
take
gambling,
that risk.
isn't he? He's saying, my mate, it's got to be behind me.
Yeah.
It's got to be coming in.
It's kind of the pass in and the movement by him and the defender made him do it. Like, he probably did know he was there, and I might be doing him an injustice, but most footballers would have done the same because you've got nowhere to go with it.
Yeah.
Your first touch would be away, going back towards where the ball had come in anyway. But it was a great bit of awareness, let's say.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved the composure of it, and he was in the right place at the right time. And you've also got to give Arne Slot credit as well, because again, given the game, and we know how unique that game was because of everything going on with ISAK, it could have been easy for Arne Slot not to have brought the young kid off the bench. The fact that he did it almost shows how much trust he's got on someone so young.
Yeah, a little bit of both. I think he also had no choice. I think he had to change something up because we always know when you bring on a sub and they've got the fresh legs and you're playing against a tired team, they're 10 men for the whole second half. And they work their socks off Newcastle. So there was going to be up points going to be tired and a little bit of space. And I think bringing him on straight away. As soon as he got the ball, it was at Livramento.
Yep.
There's sometimes 3 players, but he didn't care. He's got so much ability and trust in himself. And I think that's what we needed at that time. We need someone to start running at the players. So the subs that came on all made an impact. Chiesa to Salah, Elliot.
Yeah.
So they all had an impact. And that's what you need from subs. And I think, unfortunately, he had no other choice to make these subs.
Yeah, it's a special moment that will never, whatever happens this season.
I think people complain about the substitutions in the Bournemouth game and obviously this one. In the Bournemouth game, I think he brought them in early and people still complained. This one, he brought them in late and people still complained. You could never win. You could never win with the substitutions, I've noticed. But as I said many times, guys, like if you think about the games that we play in the beginning of the season, I'd rather make mistakes now than, rather than when it's important. In the second half of the season, all that stuff. So, like when you've got 4 new players in the first team, it's always going to be different to what we're used to, because they're not used to the players they're around, and the formation they've been playing in the past is different to what Liverpool play. So they got to find a way, to be part of the team that's won the championship. It's difficult at times. That's what you got to understand. They've not come into a team that's just made top 4 or finish below the top 4 or anything like that. They come into a team that's won the league, so the standards is already set high. So when you're coming to a team like that, it's difficult for you, to, put your input, especially coming from a different league and all that stuff, and a team that's below where Liverpool standards are, which is Bournemouth. I'm a firm believer Kirkes will be fine. Frimpong already just started on fire. The one everybody's worried about at the moment is Wirtz. But I'm not worried about him. The guy's quality. The guy oozes, quality in every way. When you look at him, he just takes in, everything that Arne Slot gives him, and he will put it together eventually, in my opinion. And what I like about Florian Wirtz is his aura, guys. Like, the guy does a smile. I mean, he's serious, man. The best players in the Premier League, Cantona, and all these players, De Bruyne's, that's the aura about it. That's what they have. The seriousness in their game, and this is what this kid has, man. He's just got to find that role as a 10 and turn it into his own. Because what he's struggling with at the moment is the physicality and players being too close to him. Once he sorts that out, he'll be fine, man. It's just learning, innit? That's what it is. And, in Germany, you got to understand, the stadiums are bigger. The fans are way, way behind. They're up in, in the upper tiers. They're just too far away from the players. So when you come to the Premier League and the fans are right on top of you, abusing you, calling your mum this, and your dad this, and your brother this, and your sister this, your wife this, when they're calling you all sorts of names, it's difficult, like, to concentrate on the game. And this is what he needs to get over eventually. So, and as I said, the players are too close to him compared to Germany. Germany, like, he's that far away from players. In the Premier League, they're right up there, man. And whenever he gets the ball, they get him straight away. So he's hesitant at times, and the fear factor sets in sometimes. But he needs to be more brave, in my opinion, and use your body more, innit? Use your body more when you got the ball at your feet. Make sure you shield it in the right way, so whenever a player comes next to you, he either gives a foul away. Because if you give consistent fouls away, eventually you're gonna get a yellow card in it. So you're gonna stop doing those fouls. So this is what you gotta be smart. You got like the head coach said, Arne Slot said, you gotta be street smart. I think these players sometimes are too honest, and that's what they need to get rid of. Honesty doesn't help all the time. You gotta be street smart as well. If a player comes behind you, put your body in such a way, you get a foul out of it, free kick outside the box. We'll score from that, man. Create a chance. And we don't lose possession for them to go and attack at the other end. You know what I mean? So we're cool, man. Yeah, big up, man. Big up, Drunk Vigo. Hope you're well, my brother. Damn, that guy is... it's all right, man. Condescending. It's all right, bro. It's all right. Do you think we can beat Arsenal? I think so. I cannot stand it when our fans try to be too humble to opposition they don't rate. We need to back our team. Arsenal are saying they are winning every game. We'll see, innit? We'll see, man. I don't want to go into that game with the attitude of, defeatist. Like, we're the champions here. We're at Anfield. Normal circumstances, people lose at Anfield. I don't fear Arsenal. As I said, the pressure is more on them this season than us, because, okay, we're the champions, but our championship come too early, if you know what I mean. They're still searching for their championship. And this could be potentially Arteta's last season, because if he doesn't win the league this season or the Champions League, he has to go, innit? And we could all shop at Arsenal. Not Tesco's like Man United. We could shop at Arsenal. Probably Saka for Salah eventually. You know what I mean? You never know. Saliba, Van Dijk. You never know, man. You never know. When you lose a league title consistently 4 seasons in a row, it messes up. Psychologically. So not only the players are going to be fed up with it, the manager could be gone too. So yeah, man, they're going to face a lot of problems this coming season, Arsenal. Buy all the players you want. Have 3 players in every position. It ain't gonna, it ain't gonna change much, in my opinion. I think we're still gonna win the league. Because when you have that confidence and that experience with the players that we have, we could go again and do it again. Remember what people said about, Salah? Yeah, he's finished. Scored a goal the other week against Bournemouth. Remember what they said about Van Dijk after the Community Shield? Oh, he's old now. He's 34. He's finished. The best player against Newcastle. The spine of the team still here, guys. Salah's still here. Van Dijk still here. And Alisson still here. They want to win more, if you know what I mean. And some of them, they're coming to the end of their career. They want more than just the Premier League. They want the Champions League on top of that as well. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. But you're right, Ravi. I think we need to stop being humble and win our games, man. Because if you beat your rivals, you get the fear factor from the opponents, don't you? When you get the fear factor from the opponents, games obviously become easier for you. So this is what I want. We make a statement against Arsenal. We beat them on Sunday. And then everybody will be on notice. Let's just put it that way. So we, as Liverpool winners, should have chest. Yeah, 100% we should have chest. Oh yeah, never will fear Arsenal. Uncle Rod says, me too, bro. Big up, Roddy.
Years to come. It'll never, that moment, the goal, the celebrations, it'll never be forgotten, will it?
It'll become more iconic the better he does. Because it's like Rooney's first goal
against Arsenal, of course. Yeah.
The more concerning thing, I suppose, was two aspects of Liverpool's play, which was the untidiness with the ball to a degree, giving it back to Newcastle too often, not having more courage on technical ability to keep the ball better, like we've seen them do last season so often. And I think the other thing, which Arnie Slot talked about before the game, and obviously knew after the final, the League Cup final, the duels, because the long balls, the second balls, all those things, which Newcastle, by the way, every right to do, because they have success in the final doing it against Liverpool. The Liverpool was second best for a lot of that. And, if it wasn't for Virgil, could have lost it. I think could have lost the game. But that's something that needs improvement. I know there's little things that need to be tweaked. Obviously, Kirkes is a little bit
erratic at the moment.
Yeah, which, look, every new signing can't hit the ground running. Wirtz is in a game. We know Wirtz is quality, but the ball's in the air a lot. He's not getting much of the ball, so he's becoming less effective in that particular style of game. You've got one of your most athletic midfielders playing right back. Canate's head looks a little bit, I don't know whether he's doing an hour about signing a deal. I don't know whether he's thinking about getting away. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not saying I know anything. He started the season completely the opposite of last, where he was confident and assured. He looks a bit shaky. So there's a few things to improve. Ultimately, if you win games playing badly, it's a good start.
Possibly one thing, because I think, Jamie Carragher after the game on Monday Night Football said it's one of the worst performances you'll see from a winning side. Perhaps something that will help the team, Jermaine, is if we can finally get McAllister and Gravenberch in the same team. The last time they were on the pitch together was the game that we won the Premier League towards the end of last season where we beat Spurs. So it's been a long time since they've both been playing together. And I wonder them two in the same team, hopefully home to Arsenal, will just allow us a little bit more control, perhaps?
It'll give us so much stability. I think McAllister is he's not an unsung hero. I think we know how invaluable he is to the team. Player midfielder of the year, team of the year. I think with those two playing again, Gravenberch, we'll see how important he is by coming back already. With McAllister just controlling the game at times and seeing that. What people don't understand is those simple passes that he plays lead on to attacks, lead on to someone getting an assist. Curtis Jones, love the lad, great player, but he hasn't got that IQ that McAllister's got. He holds onto the ball a little bit too much, a little bit too long, and kills the opportunity.
Don't get me wrong, Curtis Jones was brilliant against Newcastle. So let's just put that straight. But he is right. He does hold on to the ball for far too long at times, trying to use his body and all that stuff, but it never works. He needs to get rid of that. Then I think the head coach would take him seriously as a footballer. If you could pass off the ball, pass a move quicker, get out, situations and all that stuff, I think he'd be fine. But he doesn't want to do that. He just wants to use his body, try to prove us wrong that he could do that. No, get rid of that kind of play. Be more, calmer on the ball, pass the right passes, move the ball quicker. And I think you'll get more respect out of the fans if you start doing things like that. But all this body using and all that stuff, you haven't got no chest, man. You know what I mean? Just do what smart players do. Get rid of the ball. Get rid of the ball quicker. And then you look at McAllister. Did you guys ever think to yourself, maybe they're doing something with McAllister for the second half of the season. Maybe, you know what I mean? Let me make you understand it. McAllister and Gravenberch have played more or less every game last season. So if you give the Curtis Jones, the Szoboszlai, and Endos, most probably, that chance right now to get you those wins, and in the second part of the season, you get the big players all together playing to take us over the line. Maybe this is what they're doing. Remember, big clubs used to do that. We used to do that in the 70s, 80s. We used to do that. Man United in the 90s, noughties used to do that. Man City, remember? The likes of David Silvers, the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Aguero's, Kyle Walker, they always step up consistently in the second part of the season. Maybe this is what they do with McAllister, because we don't want to go through what we did last season, which was a lot of tired players at the same time. So if we keep him fresh, he could help us out in the second part of the season and push us through to glory. You know what I mean, people? To glory.
Of an attack appearing. So someone like McAllister back in there, those little tidy passes around the corners, like you see for a goal against Bournemouth. Jones ain't really playing that pass. Only people like McAllister's can get those passing, and Wirtz can see their passes straight away. So having him back against Arsenal is going to be absolutely massive.
And then it'll be interesting as well, Danny, to see how he shapes up the rest of the team, because on Monday Night Football, Jamie Carragher said that he thought that if it was to try and trust in midfield three of McAllister, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai, obviously wasn't sure he was playing a right back at that point. Jamie Carragher thought that it could have meant Ekitike didn't play on Monday night. So do you think for the game on Sunday, if we do get McAllister, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai as the midfield three and Bradley comes in a right back, which attacker misses out?
I don't think he'll leave Wirtz out, because when you spend that much money on someone, you've got to give them the opportunity to find their feet and understand the relationships with the other two midfielders you're playing with. If you call Wirtz midfielder as a 10, I think it'll probably be Szoboszlai and Gravenberch. I'm not sure McAllister coming in. McAllister had a stop-start pre-season, as you know. And then to bring him back into, so he's going to have to be back in training, isn't he, at least now or tomorrow, to then come in against that Arsenal midfield. I think if he's fit, he'll have him on the bench.
Okay.
I think
Szoboszlai's legs, especially with Declan in there,
Szoboszlai
and Gravenberch, it's going to be more of a football match anyway.
That's what I was about to say. This is going to be a technical game.
Yeah.
You're not going to see it in the air back and forth and 40% of only in play. This is going to be a football match.
Yeah,
so you need your most technical players on the pitch to get around Arsenal's midfield as well. So for me, Wirtz definitely starts.
It'd be interesting at right back, because obviously if Szoboszlai, he does want him in midfield and McAllister's not quite ready, you need Bradley to come in. I know he's only
came
just
off
been
the
back
bench,
in
didn't
training.
he?
So we'll see on that one. I think this is an unusual game because neither team's settled. Both have had a mixed bag of a start, really, when you think of Arsenal's performance at Old Trafford. Arsenal have got the probable absentee of Saka now and Odegaard. You think Madueke could go on the right. Ezra will come in either left or 10. Then you might have Trossard, Martinelli, whatever it is. They're still trying to bed in Gyökeres in terms of his link up with certain players and building those relationships.
Yeah.
Zubamende, it's only going to be his, third game, big game for him as well, to try and get on the ball at Anfield. I don't care how good a player you are. It's only when you go Anfield and you try and beat that press, we'll see how good he really is.
This is why I said about Arsenal. You know, if you look at Arsenal's formation, obviously, they haven't got a destroyer anymore, which was Thomas Partey. When Thomas Partey was there, he destroyed everything that's coming through that midfield. Now you've got Zubamendi, who's a lightweight. I don't think he can battle, if you know what I mean. So it'll be free for all in that. He's gonna be the one that's facing Florian Wirtz, and I think Florian Wirtz will get joy out of that. I honestly think that. Them losing Partey could be costly this season, in my opinion, because the aggression you need in your football club, you take away the aggressive side of the team, it will be difficult for you guys. That's how I see it when I'm looking at Arsenal. Big up, bro. Football Talk podcast. Big up, Ozzy, my guy. Big up, my guy. Big up, brother. Yeah. Listen, we chased Zubamendi. We thought we was going to get him. He probably would have suited Liverpool more than he suited Arsenal, because we've got an aggressive player like McAllister in the midfield that goes in for everything. So he would have complemented Zubamendi. Okay, you can say Rice. But Rice is more of a number 8. He likes to go to box and take shots and all that stuff. But yeah, they're gonna miss Thomas Partey, man. I've said it for a while. I'm convinced of that. Let's go, chat. Big up, Steve, bro. Hope you're okay, my guy. What are you saying, my guy? Ravi, Newcastle just stalling, making it difficult when they just delaying the truth. Let them do whatever they want, bro. The player wants that anyway. You know what I mean? So let me just show you something here that I just saw as well. I didn't even know this was from Indy. So let me share it with you. This was earlier. Let me share this with you. This is from Indy. It says exclusive. All details from our source. Meeting details leaked. Alexander Isak meeting at his residence took place at 5 p.m. on Monday night. New contract offered with 115 million release clause. Exit for next summer. Contract rejected by ISAK. There you go. High Saudi official asked agent to leave him and Isak alone. The pair went into the garden to speak privately. High level official informed any deal sanctioned to Liverpool will be made once new striker arrives at Newcastle. The pair gave each other hugs. Okay. Wow. So they're not looking for two. So if one comes through the door, Liverpool obviously can make their moves for Isak, they're saying. We'll see in it. We'll see. As I said, a lot of Liverpool fans have said the deadline is on Friday. If we don't get anything by today and Friday, bum that. We don't need him. We go to another place. It is what it is.
So both teams have got a little bit of
question marks over them.
Well, yeah, but tweaking to do and finding their balance and who's going to play where. So being at Anfield always gives Liverpool the edge for me, I think, in any game.
Agreed.
The draw would be a safe bet if you were a betting man, I think. But no result would surprise me. And to be honest with you, I don't think either result for a win for either team means the other one isn't going to win the league.
It's too early in the season for that, isn't it?
No, but some people try and write that narrative.
I can imagine Monday morning, 10 o'clock on TalkSport, or Arsenal out the title race.
Yeah,
7-1-7.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can I just ask you both one question, going back to the game on Monday night? Because fascinated for your take on this, because you both would have played in big games for Liverpool, under lights at Anfield, where atmosphere was intense on your side. Some people, guys, have made the point that from a Newcastle point of view on Monday night, it did feel like a cup final, that game. It was loud, it was intense, and some people said that almost can sometimes maybe work against your team. And we saw Anthony Gordon go in with a rash challenge on Virgil van Dijk. And some people say maybe, Danny, that it can maybe work against you. And sometimes if it's a little bit too emotional and there's too much made of a game and there's too much build-up and stuff like that, it can almost work not in your favour. Did you feel that, watching it from a Newcastle point of view, that it maybe worked against them in a way?
Overall, it helped them. If you look at the general team performance and the level of performance from each individual, I think you could isolate the Anthony Gordon incident and say it affected him negatively.
He doesn't make that challenge if it's a Saturday 3 o'clock game against Burnley, right?
Well, you've got to remember for Anthony Gordon as well, he's a Red. And he's a Liverpool fan. So he always has a bit of extra fire in his belly when he plays against Liverpool. So that's up to him to control that. So whether the crowd or himself has created that moment of madness, we'll never know. But overall, the home crowd being so engaged and the atmosphere being so intense helps the home team. And it certainly helped the 10 men. They were galvanised. You know, they were galvanised. So I think very, very rarely that atmosphere is a hindrance for the home support.
Sure.
Yes, of course, you might get one player who does something stupid and the crowd have got to him. But more often than not, it helps, and it will help Liverpool on Sunday.
But when you played, I'm thinking, the year you guys, we got to the final in 07, that you played Chelsea in the semi-final. I mean, when you're going out there and, you know, it is so loud, it is intense, do you almost take it in before the game starts? And then when that whistle
take it
goes,
in.
are you almost in the zone? And it's game mode.
You do run more, don't you?
Yeah, no, you do. It gives you this little energy boost. The adrenaline goes up when you're hearing the crowd screaming, shouting, singing, and every challenge is every pass is a clap.
You're flying, aren't
you honestly, the adrenaline that goes through you is like you want to do that again. It's like I need another taste of that, and it feeds off on every player. But you also the build up to it. You feel the intense when you arrive at the stadium, when the fans are clapping you, when you're coming in on the coach, you're getting off, the build up, when you go out on the pitch, just, to have a look around and you hear the buzz. It's from the minute go. It's from the minute go until the final whistle that you're feeling that the atmosphere and why home advantage works so well, especially at Anfield.
I think we handled it pretty well this game. Thinking about it this way, guys, like they've received 2 injuries with Joe Linton and Schur. Sorry if I said his name wrong. The Switzerland international, and then they got Gordon sent off. So the emotional side did get hold of them, and it destroyed their obviously momentum towards the game because they were the better team at the time as well. And I think Gordon was the best player on the pitch, and he didn't help himself. Listen, they got back with 10 men with 2-2, but we made a plan. If you look at the goal that we scored at the end, for the actual passing towards that goal, it was like planned by Salah or something. The way he was telling people to move here, move there, pass me the ball, first time pass towards Szoboszlai, step over, Rio, side netting, no chance for Pope. Like it was just planned perfectly. The maneuvering around that, it was just amazing. I thought, I kept on rewinding and looking at it. I thought that was something special there. It's like it was planned. That's how I saw that pass. It passed in towards that goal, and it was brilliant. The way they just maneuvered everybody, got the Newcastle players isolated to a point. The player at the far post, which is Rio, was free to slot the ball in the back of the net. It's crazy. You need to look back at that, guys. Like the movement, Bella, tutti frutti. Let me just put it that way. What are you saying, Steve? Fozi just been in the United space. I asked them directions to Grimsby. LOL. It is what it is, bro. They binned me out of the space. Well, who knows? Who knows? Who knew? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. They are in bits. Let me just put it that way, Steve. They are in bits. They can't take this anymore. Saeed in his actual stream was giving his season ticket away. There was an auction there. Actually, it was for free. Just AK he was saying. So yeah, it's a mess at that football club. Long may it continue. Please, Allah, please let it continue, man. Fozi, the pass and move 1 and 2 touch footy. We need to do more of it. Yeah, 100%, bro. There's no doubt about that. As I said, just look back at that goal and see the movements. It's like everybody was pointing somewhere to go, and Salah was the instigator of it as well. It's like it was planned in training or something, man. I like that. Last minute of the game, last seconds of the game, let's create something that can get us a goal to win the game. And they did. Rio was free in the back post. Wow.
Also now as well, with the way the rules have changed, even when we played to a degree, but even more so now, players are intelligent enough to understand if you want to rattle someone and let them know you're there, you could go off.
Yeah, you've got to be careful now.
You've got to do it so sweetly and cleverly. So you don't get that. I don't think we see as many red cards now for horrendous tackles because players are so aware that it's not a risk worth taking.
Yeah.
Even the Anthony Gordon one was a surprise. We saw him sprinting over and I thought he'll get there and then
shoulder barge maybe.
Whatever.
Like that,
yeah. So I don't think it's as problematic as maybe you think.
What was the best atmosphere out of interest you played in for Liverpool? Was there one night that stands out for you?
And he turned up just before the game. And the crowd, honestly, the first 20 minutes, it was unbelievable. We went after them, like you were saying, all those things you just said. Everyone went bam, And we did. We beat them 2-0.
Yeah.
But I think the crowd, honestly, even, I mean, they had a good
Because him
team.
being there was
Yeah, well, they had
the extra, but
they had Totti and all that then. They were
it
good
was a good
side.
team, yeah.
And they couldn't get hold of the ball. We were just on them, but it was the crowd. But that was probably, maybe because of the sentiment involved as well. But there was loads. But that one sticks in
That sticks out for you, yeah. One more question then on Ria Ingamoa. How do you think Liverpool, Jermaine, are going to look to sort of manage him from this position? Is it going to be sort of cameo appearances, maybe starting there when the next round of the League Cup comes around? How do you think it's best to manage him?
I think he will get the starts in the League Cups in those games where they're trying to rotate a lot of the players, give him a good little run out. But I'm going to expect to see him now make little cameo appearances off the bench if the game's comfortable. Because I think if you now then leave him and put him back with the reserves, it kind of halts your development. And that's what kind of happened with me at Arsenal. I was in the first team, playing with the first team football, but I was also then with the academy. I was training and playing games in the academy. It kind of halts your progression. He's good enough now. He's showing that. He's good enough to play and hold his own against adults, against the grown men and the size and the power. So you want him to play as many games and be involved as much as possible. So then his progression just continually climbs. He's not going to play well against kids. It's going to be too easy for him.
But you'd be playing for Arsenal at Highbury in the Premier League on a Saturday, and then Monday you're back training with the academy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wouldn't happen now as much, would it? It'd be quite unlikely. Almost once you're with the first team, you imagine you're with the first team, right?
Training-wise, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Arteta put Nwaneri in, didn't he? One season when he was really like...
He was even younger than Dalman.
Against Brentford.
Yeah.
And then he was pulled away. But I tend to agree with that. If you're going to bring them in to the fold, they might not be on the bench every week, but training-wise, you feel part of it. Do you know what I mean? It depends on who the individual is and how much motivation they need. Everyone's different, but I tend to agree with what you said.
Yeah. Virgil van Dijk, not that we need too much more evidence to sort of show how good he is, but he made more clearances and won more aerial duels than any other player in the Premier League across the opening 2 game weeks. I thought arguably Monday night, boys, that was one of his best performances. He was an absolute colossal.
Well, he was, but it suits him, doesn't it? He should be. He's 6'4", brilliant in the air, strong as an ox. So if you're going to whack balls long and throw long throw-ins in and put every set play in the box, you're going to get the best out of Virgil van Dijk. Now, why Virgil's so great is because when it's a football match, he's good at, the IQ. He's good at...
Listen, Virgil at 34 is still the best defender in the world. It's crazy. This guy's a machine, man. I don't think he's a real human being the way he's still performing in a high level. It's strange. It's very strange. But I said it in my earlier stream. When he leaves, it's going to be a sad, sad day, man. We better find his replacement quick, people, man. And I hope this Leone kid is the one, the way they're talking about him. Because, oh, man, once Van Dijk is gone, it's going to be a long day at Liverpool, man. It's going to be a long, long day. Let me just put it that way. United fans, Amaron out and Ole back. Yeah, when Ole finished in the top 2, I thought they were building towards something great. Then they got Ronaldo. It just shows how stupid that club is. You know what I mean? He finished second and they were building towards that. Young players coming through, energy, full of, passion, dream to win titles and all that stuff in the future. That's what Ole was building, but he was never going to be someone they wanted as a manager, unfortunately. So I don't think he wanted Ronaldo. They got Ronaldo, and the rest is history. When you get people like that, that's got a big head, they're not the same person that was there before. And I've always said it, like, once you leave a club, the second time is not the same as the first. So just leave that club alone. But, it's good for us, him coming back and then destroying the club even further, exposing the world to what Man United is all about. There you go, man. The build-up for Hugo goal was good also. It's always he's going. What I like about Hugo, bro, is his finishing ability. It's clinical, absolutely clinical, man. You and Anton to take over Amaran job. I don't think I'll ever take over that dusty club, man. I love that, man. Never, ever. Not any money, nothing. Ew. This club is dead to me, mate. Murphy talks shit. Ask him what he thinks of Rafa. He hates Rafa. Ask him how not to get bankrupt. I don't know, bro. I met Jermaine, funny guy. Don't take footy seriously. Okay. GUEHI ISAK is bound to Liverpool and might get Rodrigo. We'll see, bro. We'll see. I'm glad the final week of the transfers is almost there, bro. I'm just tired of it, man. Tired of repeating the same stuff again and again and again and again. Every day we're here, man, talking about the same nonsense. That's why I tried to change it up tonight. Do something different. But everyone's asleep. It's okay. You never know. Someone from America or somewhere else. There's the League Cup, guys. Port Vale and Arsenal. Goodness gracious me. Swansea, Nottingham Forest, Lincoln City and Chelsea. Tottenham, Doncaster, Brentford, Aston Villa, Huddersfield versus Manchester City. Liverpool versus Southampton at home. Yes, baby. We're at home. Give me a hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah, man. Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah! I said, give me a hell yeah!
And then you got Newcastle, Brentford. Oh, that's going to be tough. Sorry, Bradford City. Sheffield Wednesday versus Grimsby. Oh, they could have faced Sheffield Wednesday. What a shame. Wolverhampton versus Everton. Crystal Palace versus Millwall. Burnley, Cardiff, Wrexham, Reading, Wigan, Wickham, Barnsley, Brighton, Fulham, and Cambridge. Oh, yeah. I think we're going to retain our League Cup, you know. I got a feeling about that. We're going to win the League Cup this season. We have to win it. We have to go get her back. We have to get her back. Fozi, we should sign Henkape. It's not me, bro. I'm not saying no to it. It's the football club. They can't keep going towards Leverkusen and getting players from them on a consistent basis, bro. That's taking the piss in it. So we need to look elsewhere. Yeah, man. I just want to get to the ISAK bit and I'm out of here. First night stream for a while.
Dropping off, nipping in, he can do it all. But in a game like that, he had to stand up and be counted. And it was probably the type of game that's easier for him than actually playing against clever little number 10. Yeah, I mean, it's the problem for Liverpool was that Canate wasn't at the same level where he normally was. Last year, that partnership was immense. So Canate missing a few, being out of position a little bit. He's also got Kirkes on his left side, who he's probably having to manage. Either side of him was a little bit shaky, so he stood out even more. But I didn't expect anything else from him. But you're right, it was a phenomenal performance.
And Jermaine Ekitike, 3 games, including the Community Shield, 3 goals, and all 3 goals, really good finishes.
Ooh, yes. If you're a Liverpool fan and you see an Ekitike right now, you're like, wow. If we've got someone like this and then we also get someone like ISAK, then, you've got to be licking your lips.
The only thing is, it's a little crazy one because I know you need the strength in depth, but because he's looked comfortable as a 9, and I know he's played left, and if you can finish, you can finish. But if ISAK comes in, who's obviously can only play as a 9, and he's brilliant. If you put Ekitike and start giving him minutes on the left, does he lose his... if he doesn't score for a game or two, that confidence because it's a completely different role. I mean, I've not played up front really, but I've played in those wider positions when I was younger and stuff. It's completely different than playing with your back to goal, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think he's got it. I think what we've seen through the games, I think when he does drift out on the left and he cuts in, he's got good feet and he can play that role easily. He doesn't look out of sort. So I'm very happy with his contribution so far, and 3-3, his confidence is going to be sky high. And as a number 9, as a striker, if you've got that kind of confidence,
and how important is it just for the new centre forward to come in and just get that first goal, Danny, and it settles everyone. I'm trying to think remember Jermaine, we spoke about you at the club when Torres joined. And there was that big kind of expectation. Kind of thing. Who was the main? Was there a standout player that joined you in your time where the expectation was so big when you arrived at the club?
Well, Michael's burst onto the scene was pretty impressive. That was like, oh my gosh, what is happening here? And I was seeing that firsthand, and it was...
And you knew straight away he's going to go on to the absolute top.
Well, what you knew with him is it wasn't going to stop. You know, he just kept scoring because he was so good. Probably the other one who came in, who everyone was expecting, we got an Elka in on loan.
Okay, well.
And he didn't disappoint either, to be fair. He wasn't as prolific, but you know those magic. I don't know if you played.
It was Arsenal.
Yeah, he was magic. But the
that's a player we missed out on. I wish we signed an Elka at that time. I think him and Owen would have been a lethal partnership in the coming years. It's just, I was not happy with that, letting him go like that. Nah.
Confidence for any player to come in, even an assist for a more creative player, you know, like Wirtz, for example. You know, against Arsenal Sunday at Anfield, if he does a reverse pass into someone's back and all of a sudden his confidence, it's not always a goal. For some players, it's like that wonderful little pass or...
It's that magic moment.
Yeah. That touched on earlier, but Kirkez, I mean, he looks like a player to me that is almost trying to do everything at 100 miles an hour. You know, he's a new boy into a big team. He's trying to impress. He's trying to make everything really, really good. Does he just look at the moment? He just doesn't look very composed, Jermaine. Is that fair?
No, I wouldn't say he doesn't look composed. I just think it's a new team, new style of football. It's Liverpool, so everything goes up. You know, the levels, the intensity, what's needed, the standard, it all goes up, you know, times 10. When you're at Bournemouth, you can lose a few, you can have a good game, and no one talks about it. Now it's like all eyes are watching you. So he's just trying to work his hardest. But it's still a new formation. It's still a new teammates, how they play, what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are. It's just literally just learning on the go. And all what we're going to see now is the more games that go by, the more confidence, the more comfortable the new players will be.
And he's young as well. I mean, that's why they kept Robertson, so they can just take him out of firing line.
Could that be on Sunday?
Possibly. But
what would you do?
I'd leave
stick with Kirkez.
I think one of the things which you're talking about, that eagerness, is little things like he's not the biggest. Because he's so keen to impress, sometimes he's going to jump for headers against players he's not going to win headers against. Exactly. So against Semenyo, the Bournemouth game.
Some of the pictures, man, this is killing me. But listen, do you remember what I told you guys in the beginning of the stream about Amarim criticizing his players? Let me share it with you. I don't really care what they're going to do, but let me share this with you. This is the one. This is the one. They always playing that in that Old Trafford. This is the one. This is the one. Ain't the one anymore, mate. Hey. Listen to this guy.
Emotions around this stadium tonight. I'm wondering how you sum up yours in the end.
That's bad.
In the end, for me, was worse the beginning. It's not about the results. In the penalties, I was not thinking about the penalties to go to the next stage. I was just. I think the way we play, the way we face competition, in one moment that everything is so important. I think the players spoke really loud about what they want today.
In what sense?
I just, guys, it's really clear. I just want to apologize to our fans, and we'll have a game now, and then we have time to think.
What was missing? What was the key thing in that first half, especially that was missing?
Everything. You have to have. We need to be proud to go to the pitch. We know that every draw in Premier League is going to be a huge problem. So you came from one draw. We play quite well both games in Premier League. We know that people will get everything in our club. And we come to the game with a 4th division team and we perform like that. I think, again, the players clearly show what they want.
You mean they don't want enough? You mean the mentality isn't good enough?
I think it's not it's hard to speak. I'm 7 months here talking about the environment or whatever. I think is more than that.
It sounds like you're almost shocked by what you've seen tonight, though.
You are not. I'm shocked. I'm shocked because we are in the moment. Everything is like we are in the moment that we make a lot of changes. We try to fight a lot of things, but then when we have these moments, we need to show up. If we don't show up, you can feel it that something has to change. and you are not going to change 22 players again.
What about Andre Onana? What's missing for him right now?
The goalkeeper. It's not about the goalkeeper. With all due respect, against a 4th division, we have to block everything about the opponent. Andre should touch the ball with his feet if we are in the high level. So
you ain't famous anymore. You ain't famous anymore. You ain't famous. You ain't famous. You ain't famous anymore. You ain't famous anymore. Yes, I love singing that. That shit, man.
Again, I don't know what to say anymore to our fans. It's hard to face everything, and that's it.
What about those who might say, well, listen, you've changed a lot. You'll change the team. You'll change the players. Maybe change the formation. Maybe think about changing the formation.
It's not about the formation. We play against Arsenal, we play really well the formation. We play against Liverpool, we go to Europa League final in the disaster season with the same system. The system is not important. We can play with 3 defenders, 4 defenders, 5 defenders. That doesn't matter. What matters is that we need to be different. And that is the job of the coach. And you can see that nothing changed.
You didn't watch the penalty shootout.
The penalty shootout is not important. That is if I'm there, like trying to see if we win the game, it doesn't matter. The sign, the beginning of the game, during the game, that's the matter. To go to the next, it was so. If we win this game, it was so unfair for these guys. The opponent. It's so unfair. So
I
today,
remember the name.
Was really fair, really fair. Congratulations to them, and we move to the next game. And then we have time to decide things.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Awful, man. Absolutely awful. This guy, oh my. And people wanted him at my football club. If that's the mentality you have as a manager, as a head coach, at a big club, I'll be worried. Let me just put it that way. Number one, football, the greatest managers, Fergie, Shankly, Dalglish, Paisley, all these guys, Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, Arsene Wenger, what do they all have in common? The psychological factor. They can motivate players. They could do things to make players feel 10 feet tall. You know what I mean? And this guy, when I'm watching him, the way his body language is, the way he's calling out players, they're not up for it and all this stuff, and it's not about the system. It's madness, man. I will listen. I play football. That guy doesn't motivate me as a manager. If he's my head coach, hell no, does not motivate me at all. Number one, you kept Fernandez when you should have sold him. Number two, you're buying Tesco. Don't know why. Number three, like you buy Mbeumo when you got the other kid in the same position. Like you're buying things that don't make sense at that football club. Where is the structure? What is the plan? Give me a map and put it in front of me and tell me the plan. They will never give me the plan because they don't know what they're doing. That club is a mess. It's an absolute mess. No matter what he does now, nothing's going to change. The players are already down. You're already criticizing them publicly, saying they're not up for the games. You're already saying that. So when they hear things like this, oh, god damn. Do you think they're going to go on that pitch trying for you now? Hell no. Ooh. Thank you, Jurgen, for giving my club back to me, man. Because I'm enjoying watching this. That's not a motivation guy, man. That's a guy who looks like he's stressing out. He came in with black hair. Now his beard is grey. His hair is receding. And he's getting greys in his hair at the same time as well. Oh, man. Oh, man. I told my brothers about this. I said the club is too big for him. They started laughing at me. And I told them the reason I say that is because, number one, the fans ain't with the club anymore. And the ownership is not with the fans. When those two split apart, it's very difficult to get a new manager in and make him, you know, the best manager that he can be. Because those three things is very important. When they stick together, voila, You get the big bucks, but everything is all over the place. The fans are rubbish. The ownership is even worse. The manager doesn't know what he's doing anymore. Why are you buying these players, man? Why are you doing this to that football club? What's the plan, man? Give me some plans. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Madness. Absolute madness at that football club. Love it, though. Love it. Everybody's going to stress that for a long, long time. Great. We all love it.
Once you realise you're not out jumping him, just drop. When the ball's in the air, pretend you're going to go and drop off 10 yards. And he'll flick it to you. He can't bring it down on his chest when it's up there. He's still trying to jump with him. And he's flicking it in the space. And that's just wisdom and know-how. Because he doesn't want to be seen not to engage in. And sometimes if your positional play is off, the wide man might drop in and get it. And you think, oh, I've got to go and get him. But you're too late. Don't stay where you are. Stay where you are. He's not going to score from there. It's all right. Relax. It's not so much with, I think with the ball, he's quite comfortable. The goal against Newcastle was probably what triggered Kara's thoughts as well, because he's turned his back on it and tried to usher him out and not really got himself. He's not got himself in a good position. And that's probably one little area where he needs to, because he's so forward thinking. You know, Bournemouth, when I saw him live a couple of times, did a few home games for Bournemouth, just kept seeing this gone, which is great for Liverpool because more often than not, they're dominating teams. And he's a great crosser of the ball. He's just got to be a little bit more cute in his defensive positioning. But again, like Jermaine said, he's young, new teammates, new responsibilities, new pressure. Not every player is going to hit the ground.
It's mainly the pressure, right? He hasn't become a bad defender, has he, overnight?
Oh, no.
He's
trying
too hard.
I think as soon as he gets comfortable, as soon as everything settles and everybody's comfortable, they will start shining.
I think that the issue that we have, we don't keep possession long enough for these players to even settle in. You know what I mean? From what I've seen of Kirkes at Bournemouth, he used to run up and down like he just said, Danny Murphy, what he just said there. I can't remember any crosses in the Newcastle game from Kirkes. So this is what I'm trying to say. He's already struggling to even like get up there with the play. So if we keep the possession better and, you know, make it consistent, then they could show their ability more than defending, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's 4 brand new players in the first team, possibly 5 or 6 coming in, another 2 on top of that. It's gonna you know, take a while for us to dominate games. So just prepare ourselves for things like that. Unfortunately, we're gonna concede goals and we're gonna win games last minute in the next 10 games or so until the players are settled in properly. But listen, man, as long as we're winning, I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
I remember John Arisa coming.
Oh, what player?
Right. And he was a bit different in terms of his style. But he had a couple of nervy moments in his first few games, and obviously he could run all day. And in one of the early games, he smashed a free kick in against United. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, against Barthez was the keeper. I remember that. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I'm not saying Kirk is going to do the same as Risa. Risa had a hammer, but he just felt part of it. All of a sudden, then he's popping people. He's getting on the. You need a moment.
Yeah,
that is our simple. You know, football as footballers are. As soon as we have this moment, everything all the pressure and all the weight just vanishes. Like a striker, first goal. Kirkhead, if he gets in one of his assists, you'll see a different. Reverse. If he scores or he gets a nice little moment, things change. It's all about that confidence and that those moments that Danny's missing.
Were you on the pitch when Reece scored that free kick? I'm surprised you even let him take the free kick, given your record against United with free kicks.
He was a bit far out. It was far out. And it was indirect.
Danny didn't have the power.
Yeah, because it was laid off, wasn't it? No, but I mean, I can't go onto social media without seeing a Danny Murphy whip free kick at Old Trafford.
It was too far for me, and it was indirect. I think Stevie was thinking about it.
But the angle from the right was to the left footer, wasn't it, to kind of come onto it?
I mean, it was a great start. The keeper wasn't very good on it. But anyway, sorry.
Oh, to be fair, was it Barthez?
I think it was, yeah.
I'm not sure you can blame the keeper for that, can you? Top bins. Yeah, the one to the left foot, didn't he?
He scored a lot of rockets,
yeah. Anything else from the Newcastle game, boys, that stood out? Or we could think we pretty much covered everything there, haven't we?
I think one thing that has to be said, non-Liverpool, is the credit for Eddie Howe and his team. Not just for the intensity and level of performance, but for the game plan.
Oh.
So I know Slot said after, well, I know he's joking a little bit, tongue-in-cheek, when I didn't see much football out there. But if you try and outplay Liverpool, you're probably going to lose. So what we're going to do, we're going to replicate how we beat them last time. We're going to slow the game. We're going to put long. We're not going to play out from the back. It's not Pope's strength anyway. We're going to go long. We get a throw in, it's going in the box.
Yeah.
Dan Burns going up. We get a free kick, we're putting diagonals in there, we're winning some seconds. And we're just going to bombard them and keep fighting, and our midfield's going to be strong and tenacious.
Yeah.
Credit.
Honestly,
and how many times do we criticise managers for not having a different way of... Because Newcastle don't always play that way. You know that.
Adaptable, isn't he, Eddie Howe?
And one thing that I saw is that, which I hope Slot kind of looks into, they went down to 10 men. Most teams, you'd see, right, let's play one striker and let's get, a 5 and a 4, whatever. But they kept 2 up. They kept attacking.
Yep.
And what sometimes I see Slot do now, twice now, and on those substitutions we've kind of conceded, to keep Ekitike on. Because we're playing without a striker. So when we went down to 10 men, we had no striker.
I'd have left him on.
We had no striker.
That's 2 games, guys, by the way. As soon as Ekitike came on, there was no one holding up the ball up front. So Chiesa is not a striker. Chiesa is more of a winger, and we're trying to make him into a striker. It just doesn't work. You know what I mean? So we need to look into that. This is why we need to get this ISAK deal as soon as possible, out the way. So as soon as we get him in, at least we could keep him on the bench. And then when we take Ekitike off, you get him on. So that, the striking position is still going to be available for players to hold up the ball up there on the other side of the pitch. 2 games, as soon as they came off, we lost goals, man. And they are right about that, 100%.
Striker. So when the balls are going up, there's no one to hold it. There's no one there to take the pressure off.
The only thing that's a great point, and I agree with him. The only thing I'd say with it, we don't know about fitness levels.
Yeah, that's very true.
So, but the other thing I'd say onto that as well is that for Liverpool,
attack's the best form of defence.
Yeah, but also long balls are fine. Salah wasn't quite at it. We know he's had a slow start. But I think long balls are okay, and you need runners. Slowing the game down, keeping the ball for the sake of keeping it's fine. They just got, I don't know whether they got a little bit comfortable with the second one. You know what it's like. You go 2-0 up against 10. You start thinking...
You just naturally ease off a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, you do. You
just got fish for 10 men.
And then the one goes in, and one goal goes in. It's like, here we go.
Panic station. Yeah. But yeah, I think Ekitike, same the Bournemouth game, he got taken off and conceded those goals. So
to be fair, the Bournemouth game, he looked
knackered. First game at that level.
Yeah.
So we're recording this on a Wednesday afternoon, and we know it's a busy few days. We've got the Arsenal game on Sunday, massive game, but also on Monday it is transfer deadline day. And Jermaine, TalkSport like to bring in the big guns for transfer deadline day. So I think Mr. Murphy's. Are you in from 7 o'clock on TalkSport?
I am.
You crookie Jim White just taking you through the evening.
I would refrain from big gun.
No, come on. Big yourself up, Danny Murphy. I mean, come on. Simon Jordan on a Wednesday, transfer deadline day on a Monday.
I'm hoping there's lots to talk about.
Oh, I can't wait.
So there's nothing really new in terms of Alexander Isak, the latest, but we know that the Newcastle big dogs were at St James's Park on Monday night. Reports came out sort of Tuesday morning that Alexander Isak reiterated, of course, he wants to move to Liverpool. He has been named in the Sweden squad for their upcoming World Cup qualifiers next week. And Newcastle have had a second bid rejected for the Wolves striker, Jürgen Strand Larsen. £55 million was the second bid. They're now weighing up a third bid. Danny, how does the next 5 days play out? Do we get him?
I think we'll get him if Newcastle can get 1 or 2 in, whoever that may be. Looks like they're going for Strand Larsen and Vissa, but then Wolves have got the problem of replacing Strand Larsen. So there's a domino effect going to happen. If I was Liverpool right now, my priority would be getting GUEHI done.
Okay.
Get that done, because
it's easy.
Irrelevant of what Kanai decides to do or not do. What you've got with GUEHI is someone who knows the Prem, quick, strong, calm, good footballer, play with both feet. There's no risk. Now, I know he's got a year left, and Liverpool might be thinking, well, he might have said, I'll come in a year for, whatever. 40 million for a player of that quality. You can't get it. I know Liverpool trying to do a deal. I think they offered 30, or that's the rumour. I don't know. But get that done, because that could be the area that bites us if Virgil or Canales have a few months.
Sure.
Attacking areas, yes. ISAK.
Listen, I love Konate as well as the next Liverpool fan, but his head is not in the game, guys. Until we sort out this contractual issue, get GUEHI through the door. Get 2 leaders at the back. Don't forget, GUEHI is the Crystal Palace captain. He's a leader. He knows what to do. Him and Van Dijk can complement each other throughout the season until Konate decides what side, the white side or the red side. Which one do you want? You know what I mean? Because I can't wait around, man. And Konate is pretty poor at the moment. He's struggling on the pitch, man. And it's been a while, like K-Max said earlier, it's been a while since the guy's had good games, like continuously. And it's a worrying sign. That player we're watching who's asking for 250 a week is not even worth 120. If you know what I mean. So he needs to start fixing up, look sharp, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Something's got to be done there. He's right. Get GUEHI through the door as soon as possible. Get him through the door as soon as possible. If Arsenal could do the Eze deal that quickly, why can't we do the GUEHI one? Crazy, innit? Just pay the 40 million, man. I've had enough, to be fair, man.
It's going to improve Liverpool
immensely.
Nobody can deny that. And it gives Liverpool a better chance of winning the league.
Yep.
The reality is Liverpool score goals anyway. Liverpool will score goals with the forwards they've got. Would you like another option? Of course. Defensively, I'd be sorting that out. And then if ISAK happens, fine. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
I wonder, what do you think? Because it does seem obvious. I know Leonie's come in, but we spoke a lot on the show that we do feel a little bit short at centre-back. There's some rumours that maybe GUEHI doesn't want to join in the World Cup year. He maybe thinks that he might not be first-choice centre-back. Do you think that's maybe what the hold-up is? The player maybe almost wants to wait until
I just simply think it's, agreeing
the money,
the right package to let him go.
So if you guys don't understand that one from ISAK Hinton, he says big up Adero. Adero is the uncle. Well, uncle in English terms from that side. So the mom side is Upti. So it's 2 different things. So yeah, big up, man. Big up.
I would say GUEHI believes in himself that if he comes to Liverpool, he will find his way in that starting 11.
Well, it's Liverpool will play 60 games this season. So he's going to play 20, 30.
There you go. Yeah, there's going to be definitely a lot of game time for him. And on the back of the way Konate is playing, if he continues on that form, then he will get his chance sooner rather than later.
One aspect I was going to ask you, actually, I don't know what you think about this, is if you play the majority of your time in one position, a bit like a winger going on the other side, but GUEHI played on the left side centre-half for so long where Virgil played. And the irony is he's actually right-footed. GUEHI's left foot's good, but he's right-footed, isn't he?
Yeah, he's right.
So he would have to play on the right because you're not moving Virg. I don't think he'd mind because he's so talented. And at Palace, he does play in a 3, so he's in different areas of the pitch.
Could you not say, because Virgil is so good and the best defender in the world, would Virgil not be more comfortable moving over to right centre-back?
I don't think
because he's so good, though, you don't expect him to be as good at right centre-back.
You don't move Virg because that position is locked and he's being such a colossal for us in that. You don't change it. If it's not broke, you don't fix it. With GUEHI, I think he would find that transition quite easy.
Yes.
Playing alongside Virgil helps. So, going across onto the right, I think he'll find it fine. I think...
Listen, GUEHI is 24, 25, so it doesn't really matter where he's going to play at this age. He doesn't really care. So we're going to move Virgil from the left. Virgil is everything on the left, you know what I mean? And that's how we are solid, because of Virgil's positioning from that left side. So if GUEHI's coming in, he's got to play on the right side. That's how it is. He's young enough, strong enough mentally, and he's a leader as well, like I said earlier. So here we find, guys. Maybe in the future, he could move to the left when Van Dijk is no longer there, if you know what I mean. But yeah, we're fine.
The reason why he plays on the left is because I think Lacroix plays on
Lacroix, right?
Yeah, and I think...
And then Anderson the year before.
He's not as good as GUEHI on the other side, so... That's the reason why he's actually playing, not because he probably prefers it there, it's because he's the better one out of the 2.
So with ISAK then, do you think Liverpool are simply sitting back now and are just waiting for the news?
Yeah, they know.
Go back to ISAK, Newcastle have signed a striker, and as soon as they get that striker in, another bid comes in.
Correct. Liverpool know if they put in a bid now, Newcastle are going to go, we haven't got a replacement, no point having a discussion. doesn't matter what you offer, unless they go, here's 150 million up front, bang, 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 baby. But until that happens, until they get someone in, then Liverpool will probably go back in.
Yeah. As obviously, from a Liverpool point of view, you both want ISAK to play for Liverpool Club. But as former professional football players, given how he's behaved, how he's acted, does it leave you with a bad taste in your mouth?
Not at all. Not for me. For me, no. Because,
but not so much from a Liverpool point of view. Just in general, as a former would you have ever behaved like that?
Well, if I had a discussion with my team manager, absolutely. I did it for just one day off.
Mate, come on.
No, if I had a discussion with the manager, with the hierarchy, the season previously, said, right, next season I'm going to go. I'm going to give you a full year, but after that, I want to leave if the right offer comes in. And they've turned around and goes, okay. We'll look, see what we can do, whatever conversation has gone on. And then the opportunities arise where a team like Liverpool come in where that may not happen next season. You don't know what happens with injuries or whoever comes shining through on the radar in Europe or whatever. So with each game week, with each month, that time frame starts dwindling. It may not happen. So he's got this in his peak years right now thinking, I've got a chance to go and play for Liverpool, champions of England, and we may win the league again, and the Champions League we're going to be challenging for. I've got to do this.
Yeah. So you think he's absolutely right then to refuse to play for the club?
I think he's. If he had a good agent, he wouldn't be in this position.
In what way?
Well, a really good agent would have had the conversation with the correct people at the beginning of that last season. So he might have had a conversation, but it's a conversation. It's not a contract.
Yeah, it's not in the
contract.
And
you're getting paid and you've signed a new deal. You're 3 years left, right? So a good agent would have said, look, if he has a good season, you might speak to the manager. Somebody who can give you some sort of...
reassurance.
What do they call it? No, you can't give a guarantee without a contract. Gentleman's agreement. Now, if he's had that, why not just say it? Why be half-hearted if you're ISAK? Why not come out and say, the manager said... or the owner said this, and this is why I'm angry, because they told me this.
Sure.
Say it. Take yourself out of the firing line and tell some truths. All right? I think it was a flippant conversation that maybe he's been rolled into something because he's under contract. The reality is he's worth what Newcastle think he is. So I think now he's been put in a position where he feels this is the only way to get out.
Yeah.
Also remember, when you're in your 20s, you're being advised by your brother, your dad, your agent, your financial advisor, whoever it may be. You don't know necessarily the right way to deal with this. So he's been told at every part of this, right, if you do this, if you do that. What I think he should have done was when the season finished and he'd gone to Newcastle and said, look, I really want to leave. You can say to the fans, look, I've had an amazing time. I want to play a bigger club. I want to win this. I want to do that. However you word it, you can be clever with your wording.
Yeah.
And that's my wish.
Just be honest, basically.
Then, after you've put your wish out there, walk in the door, transfer request.
Okay.
How many players? You've got to put... Why isn't he putting a transfer request? The reason he hasn't, because Newcastle will owe him some money if they sell him, and the agent said, don't put in a transfer request. You're going to get bundles if you leave anyway.
Exactly.
Put in a transfer request. Say you want to leave with the right statement early in the summer. You've set, then if it doesn't, obviously then you're relying on Newcastle getting in players and all that, which he can't be.
It doesn't help they can't sign anyone, doesn't it?
No, and they've gone for some, that is.
Almost everybody, haven't they?
Yeah, but you've got to know, that's their job, isn't it?
No, of course.
He can't really
That's
be.
not his fault, yeah.
I don't think saying I'm not going to train or play, I don't know if he has said that, because Newcastle haven't fined him. Maybe both parties think it's better he's not there. So people keep saying, he's on strike, he's refused to play. How do we know that? Has he been asked to play? So let's look at both aspects of this. The reality is, and I can only say now this with hindsight, because I've had not quite to this level, but a similar situation. I never would refuse to play or train, because then I think you're leaving yourself not just wide open for criticism, you're leaving yourself in a position where you might lose fitness, lose rhythm.
Sure.
And you're going to lose the fans if you have to stay. So he could have trained with the group while still being firm that I don't want to be here. The lads don't mind. The lads like him. Players don't. There's a bit of a myth going around that players, they won't have ISAK back. Oh, come on. He's one of the boys. They understand what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
They'd all do the same. He's just had the amazing season that puts him in a position that they're not.
Yeah.
You think Anthony Gordon wouldn't try and go Liverpool if he could have?
So if the window does close then Monday evening and Isak's still a Newcastle player, Tuesday morning he comes back into training and everything will be fine.
Yeah, his problems are fine.
I agree with
With the boys. Yeah,
with the
boys.
But then
yeah.
from a fan's point of view, though, I think that as soon as he plays his first game back for Newcastle, as soon as Isak finds the back of the net, I think he'd be surprised at how quickly things move on.
You love the diehards like we did with Trent. You love the diehards who will boo him and who jeer him, but then you'll have the ones who are happy to see him back, for sure.
If he wants to be there and start scoring goals for the club,
he'd have to score quickly.
You'd be surprised at how things get forgotten about.
Football's
Fans are
fickle.
fickle.
We know it's a fickle
We
game.
all are.
We've seen it, but I don't think we need to worry about the fans. I think you need to worry.
It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. Like if he stays, that means you stop the player's dream. That means you're holding him hostage, if you know what I mean. And convict. Then, as a footballer who has a dream to play for the biggest teams in the world, where do you stand on that? You know what I mean? It's just it baffles me. They're saying like as soon as the transfer window closes, he can start playing for Newcastle. Like it's a norm. You know what I mean? It's like nothing's happened. Nah, man. If someone stopped me from making my dream move, why would I play for that club again? No, that can't happen. That can't happen. And if you guys think like we're gonna go for him next season, that's not gonna happen either. He'll be what, 27 next season, and Liverpool don't go for players at that age. So, yeah, man, listen, it's now or bust, man. It's now or bust. It doesn't come through the window this time. Sayonara, man. We're gonna have to look for someone else. And I've always said there's one player hopefully we'll go for, and that's Alvarez. Appreciate everybody that's on, man. Let me just read out the comments before I go. Amaran refuses to change his 3-4-2-1 formation system. Sorry, that's the main issue. He don't have the players to work with the. Work the 3-4-2-1 system. I don't think it's just it's just that formation, bro. It's just not good enough. You know what I mean? That's what he needs to realize. In the Premier League, it's a difficult formation to play. As I said in the beginning of the stream, we've played it in the 90s with Robbie Fowler. I could even name the players for you. David James in goal, Scales, Ruddock, Bab at the back, McAteer, Stick Ingham, Bjornaby, John Barnes, and Jamie Redknapp. McManaman in a free role, Robbie Fowler and Stan Collymore. We had these players. It just didn't work. It was far too open. It was easy to get at. Goals were going left, right, and center. Defenders were all over the place. And that's the same thing that's happened to Man United. Only one team has won the Premier League with that formation, and that's Chelsea. Next season, every team found them out, and Conte left the building. So, yeah, listen, I don't think this manager can play any other formation because I've never seen him play 4 at the back before. He's going to stick with this as long as he's here to get it right. And I don't think it's going to happen. Stubbornness sometimes gets you the sack. And that's what's happening to this guy. As I said, he came in fresh, black hair, black beard, everything. Now he's getting grays everywhere, receding hairline. Now he's having to go at the players. It's a mess, man. It's an absolute mess. Absolute mess. What are you saying? Pick up Genghis, man. Pick up my guy. What are you saying, Ravi? Fozi, it's the Sunderlands and we need to beat to fully win the league. Yeah, like if you mean the lower teams, 100%, bro. We struggled with them last season, but we managed to win the league still because I think we beat our rivals more than any other team. So, yeah, just the Sunderlands and the lower teams, it's the ones we've got to beat. And we've got to be serious in those games. We can't go into it with the mindset of, we'll just turn up and we're going to win those games. Hell no. But guys, thank you for tuning in. I've been trying to do new things in it. It's not always about the mornings. I know I'll come on the morning. I'm going to come back tomorrow, today, in the morning again. But, I want to try the nights, the afternoons as well and see where we go from there. Just try to get some fans on the channel and try to get as big as possible. On the road to 3,000. But it's not just being on the road to 3,000. Participate in the channels, have your say, put it in the chat, and let's have a schedule in place where we could always meet up every single time. That's the whole point of this. All right, guys, take care. Big up. See you later on. Actually, see you later on. Take care, everybody.